put yourself smack dab in it. Hey, tomorrow, it goes away. On the freedom, just might come away.
They're now the smartest people in the room who have all the answers, even if you're too stupid to understand it.
One of the things that we Democrats have a really hard time is connecting to people's hearts instead of here. We're really good at shoving out all the information that touch people here but not here. We Democrats know so much, that is true. And we have to kind of tell everybody how smart we are, and so we have a tendency to be very left-brain.
Now, lest you think this is some isolated idea, all right, that we're just so smart, we have trouble connecting with you. It's actually something that's shared fairly widely. And two of the latest forebearers, by the way, of the Democratic Party.
You really think Donald Trump has the temperament to be commander-in-chief? Imagine him in the Oval Office facing a real crisis.
You just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving. Never gonna stop till everybody moving on. Love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some
brother. Want to get it off your chest? Call the Dave Weinbaum Show. Except for ourselves, we don't suffer fools here. Want politics and fun sprinkled with a lot of laughs? You're in the right place. Heard in 50 states and 98 countries, now in its 11th year. The Dave Weinbaum Show is on the air. Are we on? Hillary, what's Donald Trump going to do in the middle of the night? Hell, you can't walk straight in the middle of the day. They had to carry you and throw you into a limo. Give me a break. Trump is up at 3 in the morning. He doesn't sleep. He's like a bat. He must hang from the wall every once in a while and just get a few winks. Either you're half drunk or half drugged up half the time, and it's showing in your level of capacity to reason. Smoking gun evidence emails showing top intel had doubts about the Russia dossier's credibility, yet they all decided, all these intel jerks decided to use it to take to the visa court to justify Mueller's witch hunt. That's how they got the warrant on Carter Page to start. Also, pages and 6,000 pages, 95 exhibitions exposing the Clintons, especially Bill, spending Clinton Foundation cash illegally. Those went to the IRS, the FBI, the DOJ. Some of them are from 2016. Why? Because the Justice Department, the DOJ, the Obama holdovers, are covering up. Next Thursday, Mark Meadows will be holding a hearing with two whistleblowers from the Clinton Foundation. These are not Republicans. These are Clinton Foundation employees. And a Uranium One whistleblower. Is this real or Charlie Brown? Because we've had that football taken away from us in mid-kick too often. And right now, in closed session at Congress, guess who's testifying? James Comey. I thought he wasn't going to testify. I thought he was going to take the fifth. Well, it's interesting to see why he's testifying, because he can't go into that, that's classified crap. I can't say this. It's classified. Well, that's what the closed session is for. So he can say it. So Republicans got a month and a half to go before their toast, actually more like a month and a week. And then the Dems take over the House, and all those investigations will, go away. And they're going to push for impeachment, the first utterance of Mueller's investigation coming to light. We all know that. And Trump is tweeting like crazy right now. I mean, I responded to a few early this morning. So he's saying, well, is Mueller going to tell us about all his problems with his being the special prosecutor, with all the things that he is tied to and stuff like that? I mean, so Trump is getting ready, and his lawyers, I'm sure, are getting ready. But you know what? We have our first caller. And I don't know who this is, but hi there, JJ. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Dave. This is JJ from Rolla.
Hi, JJ. You're right on the button there, my friend. What's going on?
You got to be prompt, Dave.
Well, I got to say stuff, though. Oh, you're talking about yourself. All right. No.
Well, of course.
Okay.
Today is Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 1941, when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. And I'd like everybody to say a little prayer for the souls of those that passed as a result of that.
Now, you were actually in World War I, isn't that true?
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually a 40-year-old trapped in a 70-year-old body, but I might be a 150-year-old.
Yeah, okay. I'm just curious. I thought you were one of the remaining guys from World War I. But
gosh, no.
I agree. I agree. There's I have a uncle who I'm named after, Dave Weinbaum, who was a captain in a commander of a tank unit in France, and he got killed 2 weeks before the war was over because he's Jewish, and he's buried in Denmark, of all places. I just found that out not 6 months ago, that he's buried in Denmark. Do you believe that?
Speaking of veterans, of course, Bush 41 got buried, and, or is in the process of, and of all of the flourish that went with his funeral, Bob Dole stuck out as a veteran who actually had to be helped to stand up to salute his commander-in-chief.
Yeah, that was something. And the whole funeral was interesting because at least there were several aspects to it. The one in Washington was at this humongous, beautiful church, and you had all the presidents there. Obama, Michelle, you had Bill and Hillary and Jimmy Carter and his wife, and Trump came and seemed like they were, he said they sat next to the Obamas, and it seemed like they got along fine, and everybody's saying that Hillary gave him a cold shoulder and all that. I don't know. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to trip on everybody else to get to Hillary? I don't know. And obviously Carter was at the end, so I don't know what the hell they were expecting.
A funeral is a time to set your differences aside and pay homage to the man who's in the box.
And the credit to the Bushes is that they're not friends of Trump either, but at least they were classy enough to let him to invite him and not bash him like they did at the McCain funeral. Yeah, if you recall that.
Wasn't that a debacle?
Yeah, it was, and I find it very interesting that Joy Behar started bashing Trump right after Bush died, and Meghan McCain, John McCain's daughter, also on The View, told her to shut up. And yet, Meghan McCain herself gave a speech that was nasty to Trump in her own father's funeral. So I find a little hypocrisy there.
Yep.
Well, of course, I think Joy Behar is on her way out. I think people have determined she's rabid enough to put down.
I think they like her like that. I think I'm not sure I agree. I think.
I've got a.
What do you got? What do you got? Are you wearing your tinfoil hat today, or what?
I'm not.
All right,
this is a no tinfoil hat day. And
okay.
I really only have one thing that's worth talking about on this, and this is long-term stuff. I don't know if it's on your list of stuff today, but
God, I don't know what is it on my list. I got so much stuff.
You know, Scott Pruitt used to be our EPA chief, and he has given it up, and Andrew Wheeler is currently. And there's a notice of proposed rulemaking that's been posted in the Federal Register, where Andrew Wheeler is working very hard to roll back some of the Obama coal initiatives. And the reason this is long-term is this. We've got a couple of 100 years of coal reserves in this country. And, of course, when Obama weaponized the EPA like he did the DOJ and CIA and everybody else, we got this, we're going to ban coal, we're going to go solar, we're going to go wind, yada, yada. That's at least is beginning to be rolled back. And that's good news. That means lower energy prices overall and a sustainable energy future for our company and our country. My hat's off to him. I'm sure Andrew Wheeler is doing this at the direction of the Donald, but it's very good news. And
so you actually took your tinfoil hat off just to praise this move on the EPA. Is that right?
Oh, I think, yeah. I'm not an EPA follower, but when I read that notice of proposed rulemaking, I went, wow, there's actually something being done that might positively affect the future of our country. Very much unlike the federal budget, which they kicked down the road till December 21st. Just another continuing resolution forever and ever.
Well, also this provides a lot of jobs for coal miners. I mean, they were going to the whole mantra of Hillary and Obama was we're going to kill the coal industry. And
they tried very hard.
West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio. I mean, that's just nuts. And
Obama's rules essentially made the building of new coal-fired plant an impossibility because the regs were so tight nobody could possibly.
And they also said that it's going to drive the existing coal mines. A lot of them closed,
Yeah. So there's a possibility that there are new coal-fired plants in our future. It may not happen in my lifetime. I don't know. But it's a bright spot in an otherwise fairly grim EPA story.
Well, JJ, I think you're going to outlive us all. And
do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that, but as long as I'm maybe a couple seconds behind you, that's all right.
Thank you so much,
JJ. Yes, you have a great weekend, my friend. Thank you for being my opening act on the Dave Weinbaum Show. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, buddy.
Day.
Go find your tin foil hat there. All right, that's JJ, and you can't start off a show without JJ. What we got?
Well, speaking of older people and all that, have you heard of Amazon Echo?
Amazon Echo?
Yeah, listen to that. All right.
The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alexa, what time is it? What the hell is wrong with this blasted thing? Amanda!
But the latest technology isn't always easy to use for people of a certain age.
These kids done bought me a busted machine again. Oh, yes, sir.
That's why Amazon partnered with AARP to present the new Amazon Echo Silver, the only smart speaker device designed specifically to be used by the greatest generation. It's super loud and responds to any name even remotely close to Alexa, so they can find out the weather.
Allegra, what is the weather outside?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Huh?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Where?
Outside.
What about it?
The temperature outside is 74 degrees and sunny.
I don't know about that.
The latest in sports.
Clarissa, how many did old Satchel strike out last night?
Satchel Paige died in 1982.
How many he get?
Satchel Paige is dead.
He what now?
Died.
Who did?
Satchel Paige.
I don't know about that.
All right, I looked at that. I went through that whole thing, and I says, I don't know. So Stan brings it on the show, and it was pretty funny, I thought.
It was.
Yeah, you tell us what you thought. Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest. So, we're going to take a break and all that, but let me tell you about this show. I mean, I got so much. It was a slow news week.
Yeah, it was.
But I've got so much stuff. And I'll tell you why it was a slow news week. Well, Congress really isn't in session, and you had the Bush funeral. And that was very interesting to watch, all right? From mainly how the Bushes reacted, how the Trumps reacted, how the mainstream media bashed Bush at every chance they could, and told the world how much they loved and missed George Senior. Oh my goodness! And yet, when he was president, they raked him alive, and they did worse to his son, and now they're doing awful to Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
And you know what this means?
They're hypocrites.
No, what this means is Dems hate live Republicans.
Oh yeah.
But when they're dead, they're great. Okay, that's what it means. There's an article written. It's on my website. I forget the guy's name. And it's a great article, and it's so true.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we got the rabbi coming up. We got Dr. Amy. We've got Deanna Lorraine. We've got Elad Hakim. He's getting big, this guy. I'm telling you. You go on the Dave Weinbaum Show, and you get big. He had his column on Dan Bongino and Geraldo arguing about immigration.
Right.
Retweeted by Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
Okay? And now they've exchanged a few words, and they're getting together. Now, this is the amazing thing. Laura Loomer is back with an edited interview from last week.
Right.
And we're gonna play that. Now, I found out Deanna Lorraine, who's going to be on, she's in Washington, D.C. right now giving a speech.
Right.
At this very moment, demanding to know why I'm not there. All right? Really. So, and she's there with, guess who? Laura Loomer.
Yeah.
So she's going to say hi to Laura and stuff like that. She's, all the good conservatives are here, Dave, except for you. I'm just trying to keep my little day job Friday morning gig going here.
Right.
I love doing this show. Anyways.
Well, it's amazing, though, how these people, they start out kind of sort of known, and then after they're on your show for a while, they're very well known now.
It's so interesting. Cheryl Chumley, she was off for a while.
Right.
But when she started, she was she was like a part-time writer. And
right.
I mean, she'd written stuff, she'd spoke and stuff like that. But as soon as she started doing my show, a couple weeks into it, all of a sudden she goes on Fox News.
Yeah,
all right.
She's online editor now.
And then she goes and becomes a writer for the Washington Times.
Yeah.
And then she becomes the online editor for the Washington Times.
Exactly.
And she did a lot of stuff, and then all of a sudden she says, you know what, I think I need to take some time off from your show. And that's what she did.
Yeah.
But now she's back.
Absolutely.
All right, she'll be back next week.
Yeah.
But she's great. She is absolutely the smartest political analyst I've ever talked to.
Yeah.
All right. And she called Donald Trump in August of 2015. I was a month or two later. But she had it right on the button. And nobody was predicting him except for a very, very few. All right.
Also coming up, you've got some great ideas on how to fix this, the social media problem with them knocking the conservatives out. And I got a feeling the president's going to listen to that. But anyway, I don't want to give it away.
Well, we do, yes, yeah. And that's going to come in my talk with Laura Loomer, and we could talk about that. How do we stop what's going on at Twitter mainly right now? From happening to other Laura Loomers, because Laura Loomer is a special person that goes out there and tells the truth and gets banned for life from Twitter. How does that happen? And they've got all these anti-Semites, anti-Christian people up there, anti-America people up there who keep their sites. Louis Farrakhan, Linda Sarsour, open anti-Semites, all right, who believe that we should kill Jews. How does that happen? All right, we got a phone call, so I'll take that. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum.
Turn your radio down.
You got to turn
down.
I bet this is Old Man in the Woods.
How you guys doing this morning?
Hi, this is Dave Weinbaum. What's your name, sir? Where are you from?
Chris.
Oh.
I had a question.
Where are you calling from, Chris?
I'm calling from Salem, my friend.
Okay, good. Now I got you. Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
Have you heard of a gentleman named Lance Wallnau that wrote a book predicting Trump's presidency? Have you heard of that gentleman?
I don't know. There was some Dutch guy that wrote that I based a lot of my stuff, a Dutch professor or something, that said that based on history, based on what we've seen in history, that Trump had a better chance of winning than losing early on. And I cited that guy. So,
right.
Was that the one you're talking about?
I don't know.
I just know his name's Lance Wallnau. I've seen him on TV a few times. There's another gentleman. This is probably a little late, but didn't they come out with a movie about a fireman called The Trump Prophecy?
I don't recall that. I don't recall that.
He was a fireman that also was having dreams about Trump becoming president, and he wrote a book about it.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. Why don't you email me at DWQuote, QUOTE, at prodigy, PRODIGY.net, and link me to that, all right? I'll see what I can do on it.
All right, great.
All right,
thanks, Chris. And by the way, you are going to be eligible for a $35 McDonald's gift card. I think JJ's won within a month, right?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, so you're going to be eligible, and that's why I needed your name and number. And you got to call me. I'm going to announce the winner about 10 till 12. You got to call me at 573-578-2700 if you're a winner. All right, because otherwise I give you a week, and then you don't get it. So,
all right. Well, great.
Thanks, buddy.
Chris.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. And we're going to take our first break right now. Why? Because we can, and because we love our sponsors. You know, we want you to spend your hard-earned money at the sponsors because they're putting their hard-earned money into this show, which I hope is entertaining you and hopefully is informing you. And, in other words, they're putting their money where, well, my big mouth is. So please spend your money at my sponsors. I'm begging you to do that. Call 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
If it's dependability for the road ahead you need, then head to Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla for a new 2018 Chevy Silverado. Strong, capable, and built to stand the test of time. Right now, receive $11,000 in total value on a new 2018 Silverado LT All-Star. That's over 20% below MSRP. Stop in today at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, 100 Fairgrounds Road for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Imagine if you could get your McDonald's favorites for only a few dollars. Wouldn't that be great?
Jen?
You just hand over $1 and bam, you're eating a delicious cheeseburger.
You can do that. On McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu, you can get a cheeseburger for just $1. You can even get 6-piece chicken McNuggets made with all white meat for $2. Jen, what you doing?
Get in, Joe. There's a 6-piece chicken McNuggets with my name on it. Dreams really do come true.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Tax extra.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
And now a message from the President of the United States.
Good evening. Happy holidays to y'all. Once again, it's that festive season. Tonight, our Jewish friends observe the 5th night of Hanukkah. The celebration of a military victory won centuries ago in a part of the world where today 400,000 brave Americans await my order to annihilate Iraq. And none of us want war in that whole area out over there. But as Commander-in-Chief, I am ever cognizant of my authority to launch a full-scale orgy of death there on the desert sand.
This was Dana Carvey on Saturday Night Live. Now, he also spoke in front of President Bush, and I believe it was 1991 when he got I think it was he had gotten defeated by Clinton at that point, and he went to the White House and did his bit, and he was pretty funny there. But this is 1990, all right, before the Desert War, before they invaded Iraq. So, he was really funny at that. I mean, he was really good. And, I didn't dislike Bush. I thought he made some critical mistakes that other presidents have made. He really should have gone in and gotten Saddam. Of all the things that he could have done, that was the one thing that I think was very costly to us. It encouraged terrorism. It got a bunch of the Iraqis who were cooperating with the U.S. At that point when they stopped. It got all these people killed because obviously Saddam existed for a lot more, like, into the 2000s. And we had to go in and kick butt, literally, and then had to take care of Saddam. He could have done that. His problem was he listened to the damn UN and listened to the news, and he listened to the politicians, convince him to stop. And that cost us. And that cost us in big ways, in my opinion. Ronald Reagan, I believe, had, as great as he was, when they killed 280 or 241 of our soldiers in Lebanon, and we did not do a damn thing about that. I thought that was a huge encouragement to what was to come in terms of terror. And that was the birth of Hezbollah, for goodness sakes. And we're going to hear from the rabbi shortly about, what happened in Israel with Hezbollah. All right, here we go. We got the rabbi coming up right now. As I hear from Pastor Pat on my phone, I don't even know what she said, but I just saw the words Pastor Pat. Hi, Pastor Pat. I guess she'd be the official pastor to the Dave Weinbaum Show.
There you go, yeah.
And we have the official rabbi to the Dave Weinbaum Show coming up. Wait a minute, don't we have Sicilian moment?
Yeah, we got one.
So why don't we do a Sicilian moment first? We gotta have room for the Sicilians. You know that? We just gotta make room for them. All right. I'm in big trouble if I don't. Actually, that's the real reason. Shaving one's head is an act of baldness. Forget about it. No, don't you ever forget about that. If you're around me, I made my head shine this morning. I shaved it this morning. It looked good. All right. Hit it. All right, we got...
Thank you for the music this morning, my friend. I'm Sicilian also.
Who's this?
I don't know. Hello?
Have a blessed Merry Christmas.
All right, you too, man. Thank you.
Merry Christmas. What's your name? We can't put you in the contest without a name.
He's a KKID listener. Just wanting to say have a Merry Christmas. So
okay, was that a... Wait a minute. Did you just pull one on me or what?
No, I did not.
I didn't see a phone call, so how did that happen? I think they're playing games.
I'm getting blinking.
I'm getting a little bit concerned here. You know, it's like a mutiny almost. You know, it's a terrible thing. My lovely fiance Lisa Strausser is over there. She's running the radio show for her own use, and it's getting into the microphone system.
I got disconnected in my limo.
Is this the cousin to the sister of the uncle to the Sicilian?
I can't tell you that on public air.
Thank God. What have we gotten ourselves into?
I don't know.
Am I in trouble now?
Thanks for listening. We got to go. We got to do the rabbi now.
Yeah, go run a siren or two. I don't know what you're going to do, but go run your sirens. Anyways.
My gosh. Hey,
what's going on here?
I don't know.
This is nuts. I don't even know what's going on. All right, let's do the rabbi. Let me see if I can escape out here some way. All right. Let's see. Is the front door open? Okay, hit it.
Yeah, 1 second, Dave. You were talking to another rabbi? Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird. Okay, so you got a Miami phone number, then you got a New York phone number. What kind of a scam are you pulling here, anyways?
I've been calling you on this number for years, Dave. You just noticed it.
Well, how did I get this? How did I get this New York phone number or a Miami phone number? Okay, all right, okay, I'm fine. I don't need to know.
It's a computer line. It's Vonage.
This is a not need to know kind of thing. All right, are you ready?
I'll just say, in 18 years, my number has not changed.
Okay, do you have the applause for him? Because God knows he'll whine like a little baby if I don't have applause. All right, let me know when you get it, because I hate to have the rabbi be saddened on Hanukkah. That would not.
The
be good.
talent is temperamental. Let's put it that way.
Well, there you go. I mean, all of us that have talent are temperamental. Someday I may acquire that.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Well, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, second most powerful in Israel and in his own house, according to his wife Yonit, rabbi to the state of Missouri and future rabbi to the Trump Third Temple, Hotel, Golf Course, Casino, and Spa, the certifiable rabbi to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild. Man, you had a much bigger crowd this week than last week. I don't know what's going on here. There you go. All right, quiet. Can I interview this guy? Rabbi, the IDF has identified Hezbollah planning to conquer Israel's Galilee via tunnels. What's going on there?
Yeah, Israel started a campaign up north to protect the northern section of Israel called the Galilee from the Hezbollah tunnels. We uncovered tunnels and plans by the Hezbollah to cut off a northern town in Israel called Metula. Metula is the northernmost town on the Lebanese border. In fact, for many, many years, until the Hezbollah came to Lebanon, there was a border crossing there, and people called it the Good Fence, and it was very, very easy to go back and forth between Lebanon and Israel. But then the terrorists came in, the Hezbollah. Hezbollah means the party of God, and imitating their buddies, the Hamas in the south by Gaza, started to dig tunnels. Now, of course, this has not been condemned by anybody, but Israel is bringing in what's called UNIFIL, which is the United Nations, to come to see the tunnels. But it's an incredible threat to us in the north.
And Russia is defending Israelis' right to defend itself.
That's correct. I mean, it's black and white. You know, sometimes people get very confused because they think, well, there's two sides to every issue, but not every issue has two sides. I've learned when you have terrorists digging tunnels trying to take over a town just filled with civilians, there's no two sides to that. That's just evil. And that's the existential threat that Israel's constantly under from our neighbors on all sides.
Dubai, an Arab country, has secret Jews living there. Do others exist in Arab countries?
Well, in Dubai, I don't know if you heard, David. Just they recently announced, I guess, not so publicly because they won't divulge the address, but they have the first synagogue in the United Arab Emirates. They built a synagogue in Dubai.
No kidding.
Which is that was just announced this week, but it's kind of interesting when they announced it, but they said, but we're not telling anybody where it is. So
it's a good news, bad news kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, but there's a lot of businessmen there from Israel, from the United States, a lot of Jewish businessmen that are there and have been there for years and years and years, and they were using like a hotel room or some rented space for services, but they actually they opened up a synagogue. I thought that was pretty amazing in Dubai.
Pretty interesting. You know, it appears that Iran was cheating on nuclear preparation under the Obama administration. Are you absolutely shocked by this?
I assume you're being sarcastic. No, not at all. Not at all stunned by that. Not at all surprised.
George H.W. Bush being buried right now. What were your thoughts on him?
By and large, the Republicans have been better for Israel than the Democrats. You know, George Bush was also he had his moments where he did not. Let's just say that he was the one who said that it's just me up here in the White House. And he felt like he was being attacked by Israel supporters at some point because of he was withholding some loan guarantees for Israel. Mm-hmm. But overall, he was actually a pretty good president in his relationship to Israel and his relationship to the Jewish people. He was a believer. And generally speaking. People who are believers are more in tune with what's going on in Israel. Yeah, it was Bush that he opposed what was called the loan guarantees. As long as that Israel was settling in the West Bank, what the world calls the West Bank, or Judea and Samaria. And what happened was Israel was looking for a $10 billion loan guarantee. They weren't even looking for U.S. money, just a guarantee on a loan of $10 billion. Mm-hmm. And he was withholding it in order that Israel would stop building in Judea and Samaria. And the line that he used, and here's the quote, he says, "I'm one lonely little guy up against some powerful political forces." So that really upset a lot of people in the Jewish community. Mm-hmm. But other than that, other than President Trump, all presidents have opposed Israeli construction in Judea and Samaria. That's why it's such a blessing, now with President Trump. But overall, President Bush had very positive relations with the Jewish community. That extended beyond the loan guarantees that upset a lot of people. But he was the one that he personally spearheaded something called Operation Joshua, where he helped a lot of Ethiopian Jews get out of Ethiopia and make it to Israel.
Well, let's end it on a good note right there. Hey, where can people find you?
Where can they find me? Wherever I am. How about that?
Oy vey! Oy vey! Can you be a little more specific?
That's like when people say to me, "Where are you a rabbi?" I said, "Wherever I go."
Oh my goodness!
They can reach me at Rabbi Moshe at IsraelAlliance.org. Rabbi Moshe at IsraelAlliance.org. First of all, Dave, I know you got to go, but we didn't mention anything about Hanukkah. We didn't mention anything about Mark Lamont and his speech at the UN.
No, you haven't. That's right. But how much time do you think I got? I mean, come on. You're at 10 minutes already.
Much, I guess.
Gee, my goodness me. All right, we'll talk about it next week, all right? Hey, you got to have something for next week, too. You know, you're giving.
Got to talk about Mark Lamont. That's an important one next week.
You're giving away a shofar in a contest, and I want you to know I won one last year, and by golly, he's an excellent driver. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The rabbi, all the way from Efrat, Israel, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild. Thanks so much, Rabbi. How do you need the kids?
So good.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, Dave. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, for those of you in Branson, a shofar, S-H-O-F-A-R, spelled in English, is actually a ram's horn that you can actually blow through it, and it makes a sound. Yeah, like a horn. Okay.
Didn't someone have one of those at your birthday party?
Yes, and I think somebody gave me one. Actually, I think it was
Chester.
No. It was a guy from Johnson. No, it wasn't Randy Johnson. The guy from I don't know. A guy on the show. Why don't you call the show? You got a contest. You know, we got a McDonald's gift card going on, $35 to you. So call the show at 573-364-4433. But you know, I'm having a good. I was ready for this show. I was early. I was primed, and now I've come to feel like I'm having senior moments every minute of the show. First of all, I'm trying to do something and listen to something or talk to somebody, and all of a sudden I hear the show on another thing. Comes that Lisa once again is playing my show. She's checking to whether it's on. Streaming or not, right next to her microphone. So we're hearing the readback from that.
Well, not only that, she's got tools over here.
Oh, now she's got tools. She's fixing her jewelry. She's clanking that stuff around. She's got her breakfast. I will say this about her today, though. She is wearing her engagement ring, and I'm very proud of you for that, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Sorry you had to listen to all this. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Ron from Davisville.
Hi, Ron. What's up, buddy?
Who's Ron?
You quit being so cranky. You sound like that guy on that other talk station.
You want a piece of me? Ron, you want a piece of me? I've had it with all you people today.
No for sale.
Oh, you what? No cattle.
I don't have to rush today. I'm not at work, but so.
No stock today. No.
No livestock.
No livestock today. All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's today?
I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad. He's answering the phone. I don't see where the phone's ringing. And then there's somebody on the other end of it. What?
Have you mentioned what today is yet?
I had JJ mention it. It's December 7th, and it's the Pearl Harbor attack on the United States of America.
Yep.
The official basic start of the our involvement in World War II. And my hat is off, actually, to all the veterans who served in that war. Of course, we had JJ who served in the first American War. I'm not even sure he wasn't in the Mexican and the Civil War, too.
I was going to say, does that mean you was in the Civil War?
That could be. I don't know. I mean, this guy ages very well, apparently. So, dodged a lot of bullets, I guess, too.
Have a great day. Have a good show.
Thanks, Ron. And, yes, you're in the contest. No
awesome.
guarantees.
See ya.
All right, get out of here, you big dummy.
Yeah.
We love you.
Well, you know what? I'm getting a little cranky because You know, on certain days when you feel bad, you come in and you're just tired, and the show works perfectly. And then all of a sudden, little things happen when you're prepped. And we're prepped today. I mean, this is a great show. So hopefully my onbringing of dementia will not ruin this show. You know, after all, I am 70 now, right? Don't you get certain breaks when you're 70? People kind of understand that every once in a while you screw up.
You get discounts.
Cranky once in a while.
Get discounts.
You get discounts.
You want a piece of me?
Yeah, well, I still want to feel that way. I feel that way. I do feel that way. Okay, I just don't have the facilities to handle it. Anyways, we're going to take a break, so don't touch the dial. Call 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
At Premier Title Group, we realize that one of the most important decisions in your life is when you purchase or sell your property. We strive to treat each customer like they are part of our family. At Premier Title Group, we offer quick yet very accurate title searches and will close your real estate transaction in a timely manner. With unmatched customer service, you'll find that we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction, serving Phelps and its surrounding counties. Remember, when it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. Choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Ram Power Days are here at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Rolla. Hi, I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager, and once you feel the power of a new Ram, you won't want anything else. Stop in now and you can get in a 19 Bighorn Edition and you can save up to $10,000 in cash rewards. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. So before you pick out your next truck, stop in at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on South Bishop or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
Follow me at daveweinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
A vicious cycle. I call it the Trump 360. Trump says or tweets something outrageous. The media freaks out, filling their Depends with compost. Then a month later, they realize, damn, the loud, crazy orange guy had a point. And they try to forget it ever happened. Look at ISIS. Oh, how they laughed when Trump said he wouldn't tell the media his secret plan. But then not spilling the beans worked. ISIS was like, whoa, there goes my legs. Didn't see that coming. Don't worry, neither did CNN. Now, remember when Trump lectured NATO allies on defense spending? We laughed. I laughed until they agreed to his demands. I was wrong. Trump railed against trade imbalances. Then, well, we started learning about trade imbalances, and now we have a new deal. People dragged him for his hasty tweet about the wildfires. A week later, experts admitted mismanagement made those fires worse. Trump said Puerto Rico was plagued with corruption, and that was mean and cold. And then city council offices were raided by the FBI, and hurricane donations were found rotting in a parking lot. Remember when Trump said all judges have political leanings? Chuck Schumer tweeted that Trump was wrong, even as Chuck then labeled John Roberts a partisan and a Republican. Wasn't that Trump's point, you preening hair plug?
Preening hair plug. I thought that was Biden. What's he talking about Schumer for?
I love Gutfeld.
I don't understand. He is an absolute riot. He is. And he's got. Not only is his information good,
yeah,
but he's a quirky, funny writer.
Yeah, he is.
You know, the guy's main talent is I think being a writer, and I think that's my main talent too, is being a writer. You know, and but he can. He can, every show he goes on, every show he touches, he becomes either the leader of the show or the prompt that makes the show a hit.
Right.
He's had a lot of hits at Fox News. He's on The Five. He's got his own show on Sundays. He did the overnight show.
Yeah.
And all those were successes. The guy's a very talented guy. Anyways, we're back on the show, and very shortly we're going to be doing Laura Loomer. But anybody out here wondering... I mean, tick-tock, when is the Mueller report coming?
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, I talked to Elad Hakim later about this, but you've got Cohn and Flynn are cooperating, and yet there's nothing about Trump. You've got nothing about Trump crimes or anything. You got Manafort and Corsi. Manafort already convicted of certain crimes, is now backing away from the deal from Mueller, and Corsi is so angry that he's suing Mueller and suing him for coercing him to lie. So these guys aren't cooperating. So Mueller, either get off the fence or and do something, or shut her down. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Doolittle.
Hello there, Chester. How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
Good.
Wanted to share a few memories of my meeting with George W. Bush.
Oh, go ahead.
George H.W. Bush.
Go ahead.
When I was working at the United States military liaison team in '95, we were at the Polish Ministry of Defense in Warsaw, and President Bush had already left. Clinton was the president then. But George Bush visited us. He visited the American Embassy is what happened, and so all of the staff was there, all the Polish staff, all the American staff in Poland, all the workers. People like us were able to come in there also. And what a gentleman. What a gentleman. Everybody was lined up. He came through, greeted everybody, looked at, if you're wearing a uniform, he's a real nice hands-on politician though too. He recognizes the rank on the uniform, whether you're Army, Navy, Air Force, looks at your name tag, real clever, Colonel Coiro, pleased to meet you. Commander Borowski, pleased to meet you. Just goes on down.
Wait a minute, he got your name right the first time? It's taken me years to get your name right.
Yeah, but he was reading it, see.
Oh.
And he was briefed. He knows how to pronounce a Polish J as opposed to everybody else. Anyway, we had a secretary. She was an American college student who was working for us for a few months, and she was trying to get have somebody snap a photo of her. This is before digital cameras. Just this little Instamatic, And I never saw anybody do a selfie before. President Bush grabbed the camera out of her hand, put his other arm around her, and said, look at here. And, he held the camera out, and he snapped a selfie of the two of them. That was a very, very personal guy. Very wonderful individual.
I went to one event where he was. I don't know whether I shook his hand or not. I would have remembered if I shook his hand. But it was some kind of dinner. It was a fundraiser at a farm out west of St. Louis. And one of the things, he had Secret Service there. So on the tables, they had signs in certain tables that said reserved for Secret Service. So I snatched one of those signs. And I had a golf tournament the next day in Mountain View, Arkansas. It was in Mountain View, Missouri, I'm sorry. And a friend of mine was good friends with David Glass, the head of Walmart. So I handed him this Reserve for Secret Service card, and he went over and put it on his golf cart. So that was kind of cool. And then he looks at me, and I'm wearing a Jewish star, and he says, "Oh, you one of those guys that voted for Clinton, aren't you?" And I said, "Well, actually, no." And I said, he says, "Well, you know what?" He says, "Yeah, we tried to teach Hillary about NAFTA, and she just doesn't get it, and that kind of stuff." So we had a nice time and all that, and he drove around in his cart all day with Reserve for Secret Service on it.
There was one earlier comment, though, when you were talking about about Bush not finishing off the
Yes.
fight in Iraq.
Yeah.
You got to remember, and this is something also. I just got an email upon the death of President Bush from my cousin, who was at that time in the Polish military in the high staff, the chief of logistics, and he's talking here. It says for us Poles, he was not only the successor to the great President Ronald Reagan,
right,
but a friend who helped us in difficult years of '89-'93, and he talks about how the interchanges of troops, the first time that these Eastern European countries, the Soviet bloc countries, were now able to deal openly with the United States. And he says he remembers the great changes, the first trips of two U.S. Army bases in Europe, hard work on the organizational changes of our Army, and urgent learning of American logisticians' experiences in Operation Desert Storm. He goes on with mentions a few other things, but that's one thing we have to all remember. Yeah. Everybody on his butt can sit around and talk about how it would have been really easy to keep going from Kuwait on to Iraq. Go read a history book and read, what happened to Hitler when he tried to go into the Soviet Union. You're talking astronomical distances, and nobody was prepared for that.
Well, he was, to my memory, Chester, he was halfway to Baghdad.
No.
He was in Iraq.
It's easy to go. No, they kicked them out of Kuwait by crossing the border and kicking them out. It's one thing to cross the border. It's like going halfway into Arkansas to kick everybody out at the border. It's another thing to drive through Arkansas.
Well,
and then.
Yeah, well, I can't debate it for the whole show, but I will look it up. But I thought they had actually beat Saddam's best going into Iraq, and it was like a free highway to getting to Baghdad. And then all of a sudden the UN said stop, and he listened to the UN.
We originally agreed that we weren't going in. That was the other thing. Now again, we can argue forever in hindsight whether it did.
Yeah, we weren't going into Baghdad, or we weren't going into Iraq.
No. The mission was to kick Saddam out of Kuwait. Right. That's what the mission was.
So we did attack Iraq, didn't we? Did we not attack Iraq?
Only at the border. They were on the border. They were in Kuwait. They were on the border.
Yeah.
So we kicked everybody out and drove them out. And after that, they were on their way. Now, yes, the road was open, but you got to occupy it afterwards, as we are now learning still to this day. We're still there.
Chester, it was very interesting. I got to go. We got to take a little break, and Stan has to make an announcement right here. Hi to Martha. And you are eligible, sir.
Martha says hi.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Go ahead, Stan.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
And we have a call. No, that was the call. All right, we're going to see that. Is that screwy or what? I just looked at the phone, and the light was still on, and I said, do we have another call? And it was Chester, and you just hadn't pressed the button yet.
Right.
Well, that's your fault. Anyways,
that's
we're going to have an interview right now. We're going to do the first of the two interviews from Laura Loomer, who is right now in Washington, D.C. If you're listening, Laura, this is you. All right, hit it.
They permanently banned me, and I had no way of communicating on my largest platform, which was Twitter, of course. I had 265,000 followers. And so I decided to fly to New York and come to the Twitter HQ office, and I protested yesterday, and I handcuffed myself to the door of the Twitter headquarter office, and I had a team of people with me, and we made signs that compared my tweet next to Louis Farrakhan's tweet when he said he wasn't anti-Semite, he was anti-termite.
Yeah.
And I wore a shirt that said "Stop the Bias" on the back of it, but it also had the Jewish yellow star that the Nazis made the Jews wear.
Now, why did they really ban you? What was the real reason, do you think?
Well, because I'm effective.
There you
I'm
go.
effective because I'm a conservative investigative journalist, and my videos are sensational and viral. And, you know, I would argue that I'm one of the most effective conservative journalists out there. There's a lot of people who just simply talk and they post commentary, but they're not actually doing things to get discussions going or to change policies or to get people to resign or get people to step down. And one of my most recent scalps was Linda Sarsour. The Women's March was not talking about Linda Sarsour's, just vile Jew hatred and her ties to anti-Semites and jihadist organizations and her support of Sharia and how that's completely oppositional to what the Women's March represents, right? Until I forced Alyssa Milano to disavow Linda Sarsour when I confronted her at Politicon. And my video essentially broke the Women's March. I mean, I don't believe they're having their march this year because so many of their key celebrity sponsors dropped out because of the ties to the jihadists and the Jew haters and, Linda Sarsour's hatred. I confronted Michael Avenatti, of course, and I sent him into an epic meltdown, and I exposed him for his hypocrisy and his lies because he became very aggressive on camera and said that he doesn't disrespect women. But then, what was it? Less than a month after I confronted him and got him on camera saying this and calling Brett Kavanaugh a rapist, he was arrested for felony domestic violence. And so a lot of these people who I have confronted are just being exposed. I exposed Andrew Gillum, I exposed Stacey Abrams, Keith Ellison, Ilhan Omar, and because my investigations cause people to have such severe reactions and to take away their endorsements or to step down. Like Keith Ellison had to step down from the DNC, right? I got the first Muslim elected to Congress to step down from the DNC.
That was huge. And while I'm contacting you, telling you I'm putting you in my show, I'm listening to Rush Limbaugh, and all of a sudden he says, and now this from Laura Loomer. He played the same clip on his show. At least he named you.
And Rush Limbaugh, of course, has supported my work, and he, is very vocal about my investigations. And that's the other thing, is that the mainstream media, of course, they try to dodge me and act like I don't exist, but Rush Limbaugh is much bigger than the mainstream media. And so they realize that regardless of how much they smear me and what they say about me and how much they lie about me, it's just, they're not going to be able to stop me.
Wednesday, you get lifetime banned from Twitter. And Thursday, you get 30 days from Facebook. And that's pretty devastating stuff for a person in your business. I mean, you depend on getting your word out, and you've counted on these people thus far. All right? So 8 days later, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you turn Twitter on its head and become trending, the trending, number one trending topic on Twitter with pages full of you broadcasting live, handcuffed to Twitter's office door in New York City. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what this sounds like to me? 8 days and all of a sudden the light comes back on. It sounds like Hanukkah.
So I was the most talked about subject on social media yesterday.
Other than that,
it wasn't Trump. It wasn't the G20 summit. It wasn't Michael Cohen. Laura Loomer was the most talked about subject, and it was interesting to see how Twitter tried to silence me, but in the end, my voice and my protest was so powerful that it became the number one trending topic on their platform.
And you
right?
other
and that's
than
the
the
message I was trying to send.
Other than the columns written by Cheryl Chumley in the Washington Times and Michelle Malkin in Jewish World Review and whatever paper she's in. And by the way, I was watching Laura Ingraham last night, and she was all over this stuff about Linda Sarsour and the Women's March, and yet I didn't hear your name mentioned, and I was ticked off. And I started a
Michelle
nasty.
Malkin mentioned my name.
Who? Yeah, well, that's when I stopped. That's when I stopped my nasty tweet that almost went to Laura Ingraham. And it's because I saw Michelle Malkin, and I said, well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if she's going to say something, and she did. And by the way, in case you didn't know, and I'm assuming that people know who it is, but Stan pointed out, well, a lot of people probably don't know, that was Laura Loomer. Now, she's become prevalent here in the last couple of years. Mainly, the thing that mainly got her going was when she backed Maxine Waters into an elevator in the congressional offices because Maxine Waters basically had told all the Democrats and all the leftists and all Antifa to go out and harass conservatives in public, especially Trump people, especially Trump supporters and Trump cabinet members. That's when you got a lot of people attacked in restaurants and malls and things like that. And so she went and confronted Maxine Waters and told her right up front, I'm a Trump supporter. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to stand in the back of the line? Am I not allowed in restaurants? Where should conservatives go to eat? Do we have to be... what do we do? Right. And she wouldn't answer, naturally. And she practically ran, 80-year-old lady, she's practically running away from her.
Yeah.
After she assaulted her, by the way. So very interesting woman, and she's out there, and she had a lot to do with the elections, and President Trump knows about her, and we're going to have her back sometime later in the show for the second part of that interview. I thought it sounded better. That was a 22-minute interview that we edited down to like 9 minutes or so.
Right.
So we're getting the meat of that interview. You shaking your head yes, honey?
Yeah, better.
Yes. All right, see, there you go. Anyways, we did a lot of editing yesterday, me and the director and the producer over there, Jesse. So anyways, we got to take a break. Call the show. McDonald's gift card at stake, $35, I should say, at hamburger. Fresh hamburger meat. All right, so call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Reality check number 31. New cars can go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Why can't new car loans move like that? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We may look like typical bankers, but when it comes to car loans, we're downright speed demons. We approve loans in record time, so you can get that new baby on the road ASAP. And by the way, you really do look good in that new ride. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas, too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Let the dogs out! Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
From apples to Xboxes, we fix it all. Call us today, A1 Tech. More than just computer repair. We'll fix your laptop, your desktop, and so much more. On site or mobile, from apples to Xboxes, we fix it all. Call us today, A1 Tech.
Call A1 Tech right now at 573-458-9175.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
If we do go to war, I can assure you it will not be another Vietnam, because we have learned, well, the simple lesson of Vietnam: stay out of Vietnam. There's those guys, they'll beat you. They'll beat you bad. They're bad. But this time is different over there because the world's behind us. You know, critics say, why is the U.S. doing all the work over there? Not true. Not true at all. 78 countries are contributing to Operation Desert Shield. Not all, that's right, not all sending troops, sure, but giving what they are able, doing that giving thing they do.
Some more celebration of actually George H.W. Bush. To Chester's point, I did not dislike this guy. Okay, we have other guys who have texted here saying I was right and he was wrong. I never knew the story that Chester had, but I wasn't there, so I don't know. So, but I'm going from what I remember was in the news back then. And the news was that that the UN wanted us to stop, and that and we obeyed the UN. And maybe it was because we already had the mandate from the UN. I don't know. All I know is that what I heard was, and maybe this was wrong criticism of Bush Sr., was that he stopped. And all these people that had helped us in Iraq were murdered by Saddam over the next 10 years or so until the sun came in and attacked in 2002, I believe. Wasn't it? 2002?
Yep.
Yeah. So, there's a time for war and there's a time not to have war, and I realize that it's a tough call. I mean, there are repercussions. What are the other countries going to do? Are they going to gang up on us? Is it going to be are we going to be like another Germany? So I understand all that. But yes, history does give you a perspective on things, and I don't know what I would have done under the circumstances, but under the circumstances that I understand, I would have gone all the way, definitely, for a lot of different reasons. One of which would have been that it would have stopped war there for a long time, in my opinion, because you had nothing but a bad situation with Saddam that grew and grew and grew to the point to where in the late 90s, people in the Clinton administration were saying we got to go get Iraq, and I've got the quotes to prove it. Madeleine Albright and all those other people, even Bubba himself, Hillary Clinton, I've got the quotes to prove that. I can easily find them. In fact, you can Google it, Democrat quotes on Iraq, late 90s or whatever. So, and they all wanted to go to war. And when Bush went to war, he was Hitler because he went to war. Bush Jr., that is. Anyways, we're back on the show, and little perspective here. We've got carbon tax riots in France. Wow, you see all those crazy people out in France, you think they're all Antifa like in this country. Well, these guys are sort of justified. I mean, Macron, the Paris climate arrangements and all that stuff that President Trump pulled out of, well, that's what Macron is saying. All the liberals are saying, you've got to do it. Bernie Sanders, how does he not know about climate change? What kind of a president is this? You guys think about it. Your gas goes up from, what is it now? It's less than $2 a gallon. $1.98 right down the street here. And I assume it's less than other places. That's a huge relief to the average American. It's a huge relief to almost everybody except maybe the oil companies. All right? And so in France, they're revolting because it's $7 a gallon all of a sudden for carbon tax. Okay? And carbon tax is because of climate change, which nobody, they say, most of the scientists agree. Consensus. I says, well, you can't have a consensus on science. It's either is or it isn't. You either can prove it or you can't. Okay? And you've got a lot of scientists out there who have been beleaguered by those that want you to do it. Want you to do everything, and what do you do? It changes. It gets cold. It gets hot.
Right.
It's ridiculous. All right. It's just ridiculous.
What else are the people in Paris saying?
They're saying "sacre bleu."
Yeah, sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu. This is ridiculous. And guess what? It's going to happen in the United States. They ever try to pull that crap here?
Yeah.
You'll have riots in the streets then.
Well, absolutely.
All right. So
what else did they say? We want Trump.
Yeah. Did they say that? No, I didn't know that.
They said that.
That's very good.
They want Trump. I mean, they want someone to get in there like Macron to do his job.
Yeah. Macron has gone from being elected overwhelmingly in France to recently a 23% approval rating.
Right.
Now he's down to 18%.
Well, they're on their way to third world status.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what happens, okay?
Yeah.
And for what? It's a scam.
Yeah, it is.
Trump understands scams, okay?
Yeah.
He gets that. Obama gets it. The other side gets it too. But the scams go to taking the power away from normal people and putting it in this global United Nations majesty where they hate Christians and they hate Jews and they hate America. All right? Unless America kowtows to them, that is. Okay, I just did a rant, didn't I?
Yeah, that
was
was
a
a good
pretty
one.
decent one.
That was a good one, yeah.
All right, you know what we need to do right now? I think we need to
What?
take another break because we're catching up a little bit, right? Call the show because it's going to be 573-364-4433. And right now we're going to do Elad Hakim. And when we come back...
We're going to do a break first or the first
Let's
Elad?
do the break first.
Oh, okay.
Eli's only got one bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You mean the first Hakim. His wife is on later.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that great? That's why I get... I got my ratings here from... where the most popular cities. 230 cities listen to this show.
Wow.
230.
Oh, my God.
And, it says 18 countries, but I got 230 cities, and some of those cities are in foreign countries,
Well,
not
maybe
just
that's
America.
Last week it was 18 countries.
Well, I think it's a lot more because I was in 98 countries at one
96.
point.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot more. I think we got to get better analytics. Yeah. Anyways, we're back on the show, and I want you to call 573-364-4433. We've got a $35 McDonald's gift card out there. I don't know whether I should do it for the Sicilian or not, or for his buddy or whatever he is.
Yeah, well, we don't really know how to get a hold of
I mean,
the guy.
well, yeah, but he believe me, he knows how to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
With two hands around the throat. All right, so we'll be right back. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community-serving.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Take the caravan. Who kept warning everyone that this was not going to end well?
We are sending a simple message to the lawless caravans and to the illegal trespassers marching toward our border. It's very simple. Turn back now, go back home. We will not let you in.
And how did the media react? They called the caravan a make-believe right-wing dream.
This idea, unfounded, of an invasion of immigrants.
The president falsely described the caravan as an invasion.
For everybody out there that was telling me, no, it's a real story. We're worried about the caravan. They're coming, and Trump's strong enough to... I go back to what I said about Martians coming to my backyard. Well, they're not coming.
Yeah. Boy, does he look stupid.
Yeah, that last idiot was Morning Joe, in case you're wondering.
Oh, yeah.
And now, where are these people? Where are these people now that it is? It's happened. It's here. Okay, right. It's here. Where's the comments? Well, I'm Morning Jay, and I Joe, and I was wrong about that. There was an invasion tried. There were people throwing rocks at police and border patrol and stuff like that. Could have hurt them real bad. Where is that? None of it is there. They just seem to forget about it. They're wrong, and then they forget about it. Well, the only people you can forget about things with is maybe you can forget about it with the Sicilians, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. All right, we got coming up, we got Elad Hakim. We're going to do that right now. You call the show when that's done, 573-364-4433, and be eligible for a wonderful McDonald's $35 gift card. Hit it, please. Ladies and gentlemen, conservative writer, powerful lawyer in South Florida, was recently retweeted by Dan Bongino and is now the Lex Luthor to Geraldo and the official lawyer to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Elad Hakim. Hi, Elad. How are you?
I am very well. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Hey, listen, Bongino and Geraldo debate on immigration. You wrote an article about it. Give us a taste of that, will you, please?
I thought that Geraldo was kind of deflecting on the issue. I agreed. It looked like both men basically, in essence, were sympathetic to the migrants that were trying to come in illegally through the border. And Geraldo kind of danced around the issue, and Bongino asked him a very pointed question. Mm-hmm. Basically, the essence of which is, what do you propose we do if there are people who are illegally trying to enter the border and to enter the country through the border, and they are physically assaulting or trying to hurt the Border Patrol agents? And Geraldo, unfortunately, danced around the issue and couldn't answer it, and at some point indicated that bringing Spanish-speaking people and kind of dispersing them in the crowds of people and explaining to them that it wasn't appropriate to try to enter the country illegally or not to storm the agents was going to do the job. And frankly, that was just – it just didn't really make any sense. It was – I thought Bongino's point was very well made. It was a very pointed question, but it was effective, and it brought to light the main issue is, what are the other choices? I think both men were upset, not upset, but sympathetic to the fact that tear gas was used. But tear gas really isn't something that's, God forbid, lethal. It was effective, and I don't think the agents had a choice.
And Barack Obama used it about 100 times, and nobody ever mentioned it.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And
it was a great article. And what did Bongino do with your article?
Bongino, it was really neat. Bongino retweeted the article, And I actually thanked him, and he responded to me and said it was his pleasure, which was really neat. I've had a chance to meet him once when he was helping campaign for Ron DeSantis down here in South Florida, and he's a very, very powerful speaker and energetic. So it was neat to have him retweet that.
And let's note that you, the lawyer, did not back your fellow lawyer, Geraldo, and Bongino is not a lawyer. How's that?
Hey, there's a lot of people on TV that are coming out as so-called experts, and they're not always right. The label, being labeled a lawyer or whatever, doesn't mean you're the expert. So I didn't agree. And by the way, Geraldo didn't offer any sort of legal backing or justification for his argument. No. He just offered an emotional plea, and it didn't sit well with me and with many others.
Let's talk a little bit about Mueller. Michael Cohen and General Flynn have cooperated with the special prosecutor, and Corsi and Manafort appear not to be. What the hell's going on with this?
Here's my take. First, we should preface this by saying that everything is speculative now, because the only person who really knows what's going on is, well, not what's going on, but what he has is Mueller, and maybe a few others. So everybody who's writing, everybody who's commenting, it's all speculative because we don't know what he doesn't have. But it's telling that, first, that when it comes to Flynn, for example, he came out and offered a plea deal, or not a plea deal, but a sentence already. And what's interesting with that is, forgetting about what the media says for a minute, generally speaking, if you have somebody who is, for example, who has committed treason against the country, chances of you, if you intend to use him as a witness in a trial, the chances of you offering him a sentence, and a sentence of no jail time, is very, very slim if you have any real substantial goods on him. So that's one reason.
Right, because he's admitted to being a liar. So how can you trust him on a witness stand, right?
Not only the fact that he's a liar, but if you had anything on him, and if he was some part of a big conspiracy, chances of you offering him no time is it's just not going to happen. If you're going to use him as a witness, you may tell him, okay, if you go and do A, B, and C, then we'll offer you some sort of sentence or some sort of agreement. But you're not going to enter a sentence or agree to a sentence right now before you've even had the opportunity to use them. The other thing is this situation with the lawsuit that was recently filed by Corsi. The problem with all these people, frankly, is that they all have credibility problems. Everyone here that Mueller is using, even Corsi, they all have credibility problems because they've all been shown to be less than truthful at some point. So the Mueller report, if and when it comes out, is going to be interesting because it seems like it's going to hinge a lot on the words of people who have been shown to be less than credible.
Yeah.
Which also casts doubt as to what he says. If the situation with Corsi turns out to be true, if the allegations turn out to be true, that can add a massive wrinkle, in my opinion, to the whole investigation. Because if you can verify that the special prosecutor or his members of his team are now forcing people to lie in order to establish a certain story, that's a problem.
Well,
that's a real problem. It casts doubt on the whole investigation.
He's suing Mueller. Okay.
I know he is. He's suing Mueller, and he's alleging that Mueller, in part, and members of his team have forced him to try to force him to say things that were inaccurate in order to paint a certain picture against Trump. Now, of course, he's got his own history of telling things that weren't always accurate. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with this. But those are some big allegations.
Was his mandate from the Vice Court to cite just the Trump campaign, or was it a general order to investigate all Russian campaign meddling?
I don't remember the specific language. I thought it was Trump, but regardless...
Why would it be just Trump? It would be interesting to find out what that actually said, and where was there a crime cited?
Well, Mueller's come out and said that if he finds any sort of collusion with respect to Russia, he's going to, during his investigation, if it doesn't relate to what's in the mandate, he's just going to transfer it over to the requisite attorney general. So, and that's what he's done. But again, I'd have to look at the specific language of the mandate in order to tell you exactly what the parameters were. I just don't remember.
Hey, Elad, where can people find you?
They can find me at Thoughtfully Conservative on Twitter and on Facebook. And if they have any legal questions, they can find me at aladhakimpa.com.
All right. Hey, Elad, you know, I used to manage a Chinese utensil factory. Yeah, I was a real chopstickler. Ladies and gentlemen, Elad Hakim, all the way from Florida. Thank you, Elad. Happy Hanukkah and Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, all of you out there who are just sitting there groaning, you know.
About chopstickler?
You want a piece of me? Come on, groaning jokes are good jokes, okay? I mean,
grab a piece with the chopsticks.
Sometimes the bigger the groan, the better the joke.
It's like
am I wrong?
It's a time joke. Laughing.
Yeah, am I wrong? So
that?
you got this Kevin Hart thing going. I got so much stuff today. It's just I have never had this much stuff for a show, and I don't understand it because it was kind of a slow news week. You know, but man, stuff is popping up all the time. General Kelly just resigned or was booted, probably resigned. You know, allegedly he's exhausted. You got Kevin, what's his name? Kevin Hart. He agrees to do the Oscars show as a host, and then this morning he backed off because they nailed him for some gay bashing, is what it was. And they said, you can do it. You can do it if you apologize. Well, he apologized, but then he backed out. You know, so I mean this. You know, this goes to a whole different cultural thing. Jerry Seinfeld, a couple years ago, says I can't do comedy in colleges anymore because if I do a gay joke, which was very acceptable for a long time.
Oh yeah,
people are on his butt. Well, no, that's a bad thing. That was honestly a
yuck,
misplaced word, but they are totally upset about it.
Yeah,
and he can't do his acts down there.
Right. Well, his act was pretty much politically incorrect, and it was awesome.
But it wasn't. It wasn't
funny.
Real dirty or anything.
No.
He picked on everybody. If you pick on everybody, what is the problem? Where did our sense of humor go? You know, as to the gay thing, I think you know, I don't have a problem with it if they want to get married. I think it's you know, why should us heterosexuals have all the aggravation in life, okay? I mean, come on. I don't care whether you're gay or straight or whatever. If it's Thursday and it's your turn to take out the garbage and you didn't do it, you're going to get hell, okay? You didn't take out the garbage. What the hell's the matter with you? I don't know. I forgot. You know, it doesn't matter. Okay, the toilet seat. Who puts it up? Who puts it down? Do both want it down? Do both want it up? Do one down, one? I don't. It's so confusing. It's just incredible basis for fights. You get divorced. You cheat. It's the same stuff. Yes, please get married and figure out what all of us are going through right now. I'm getting married again. I mean, I don't learn very fast, do I? But I'm hoping. I'm just hoping and praying that this is the one. I think it is.
I think it is.
No, not you on the phone, whoever you are. I mean, I don't want her to get
I promise I'll put down the toilet seat every time, dear.
Oh,
there you go. Or just use a different bathroom.
You haven't once yet. You haven't once yet. So
says the man who does not take out the garbage.
That's right. I got blamed for and rightfully so. No, why didn't you take out the garbage? Why don't you remind me?
Twice.
I did. I reminded you. All right. I'm sorry you had to listen to this caller, but welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Brian from Salem.
Oh.
He takes his
I
own.
heard you on the subject of gays.
Yeah, probably. Okay. I did it with a little different take than yours.
Yeah. Don't be
Okay, well, I just now turned the radio on, so I haven't heard much of it, but I will say this.
Yes.
I do not want them getting married. I do not want that lifestyle in this country, and here's why. If God says it is wrong, then it is wrong. And we have to not allow things that are wrong, because then God will leave us to our own selves. He will not look after us, and we'll be on our own against whatever enemies or bad circumstances come our way, and we will suffer his judgment for this.
Yeah.
We cannot allow it to go on.
One day we're all going to meet God, and he's going to probably tell us what we did right, what we did wrong. And you may be right.
If you read your Torah, your Torah,
Yeah.
you will find out that homosexuality is an abomination to God.
Okay.
It makes him want to vomit.
You made your point.
All right.
I don't think God vomits. Do you?
Well, probably not. No.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Brian.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for your preaching, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, missed you at church, brother.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right.
Missed you? We didn't go to church? Wait a minute.
To a different church.
Will you change your churches? No, there's a subject. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Bye.
See you later.
See ya. Thanks for the bread. It must have been holy bread. I don't know.
I don't know, but he probably won't
Anyways.
be asked to host
Yeah.
that award show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't answer the door because we got a live radio show going here. Yeah, come on in. Let's see. Come on in off the street.
You're the next contestant
You can
on.
tell the next joke.
We're live.
We're in trouble now. We're in trouble. Very big trouble.
She probably won a contest.
I don't
It's
know.
coming in to
Anyways,
get-
do we have a Sicilian moment to bail us out here or what? Well, let me go through a few other things because so many things are going on. 60 Minutes just had a huge sexual case settlement. Millions of dollars. That's a TV show, 60 Minutes. Millions and millions of dollars paid out now for mostly, what I gather, male harassing females. And there's a story, and get the story out there, that Tucker is suddenly turning on Trump. Tucker Carlson's turning on Trump. Did you hear me, honey?
Yes.
Thanks. I couldn't respond.
Oh, I didn't read.
You could look.
I didn't read that story
You
yet.
could look. You could stick your tongue out at me or something that I would know that you are actually listening to me.
I'm listening.
Okay,
I
thank
hang
you.
on your
Can you-
every word.
Can you? Yeah.
Your every word.
All right. Don't make me cuss on her. All right. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Kenny from down in Cuba. Dave, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Hey,
Good.
what's your best guess on why Trump just don't declassify everything and blow the lid off of this?
I think he's waiting for the right time. I think he's.
You think he will do it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think around the time that Mueller, almost simultaneously, along the time that Mueller releases his report, I think that's when he does it.
Cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to fight back. If you're going to fight back, you might as well use all the weapons you got. You know?
I think he's got a whole lot more.
Well, I do too. I do too. I want to find out why Tucker Carlson all of a sudden doesn't like Trump. All right.
Well, I'm going to listen and find out too.
Well,
Catch you
good.
later, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Kenny.
Bye-bye.
You're entered in a contest.
This is not a news flash kind of business here. This is more of a, I report on existing news and I opine upon it, as do my callers.
That's right.
So, anyways, what else do we got? Oh yeah, we got Sicilian moment. Wonder if we're going to hear from a Sicilian's cousin's sister's aunt now. Life is a series of negotiations in search of a few good deals. Forget about it. Ain't that the truth?
That is the truth.
I'm
yeah.
70 years old, and that's what I found. You know, you have a lot of negotiations, but you don't make all the deals, but you try to make some good ones, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're dealing with a Sicilian, you know, you better make a good deal. Or you got, you might not be able to forget about it. Or worse yet, he might not be able to forget about it. Anyways, we're back on the show. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Make yourself eligible for a magnificent $35 McDonald's gift card with juicy, fresh beef sandwiches, quarter pounders with cheese. Oh, my goodness, I'm getting hungry.
You're making me lick my chops here.
Whatever. Hey, I got to thank some people here. who have helped push the show. Gene DeLuca, Angela, Karen, Joan, Kevin, and Candace out there in Michigan. Norman, Fireball Norman is how he goes.
Right.
Stoney out here in Rolla. Tex has the show on. He tells people about it exactly at 9 o'clock Central Time.
Right.
Isn't that something? He says, get it off your chest. And something else he said. That was really cool.
Right.
And he goes by Tex Geary, Geary.
Yeah.
So either his parents wanted to name him Jerry or Gary, and they couldn't make up their minds.
I probably had two grand people, the same name.
Yeah, probably. Oh. Anyways, coming up, we've still got Deanna, and we've got another Loomer bit.
Yeah.
And it's a full show, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And all this news.
We still had that one Hillary campaign ad that we'd never played. You never played last year or something?
I was paid for that, too.
Yeah, they paid for it.
Paid in advance.
We need to pay.
I don't know if they... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, all right, here you go.
As millennials, your voice is important. You're the ones who will decide this election because there are so many of you. So many. And luckily, I, Hillary Clinton, share all of your exact same beliefs. And I always have. Since the beginning of my campaign, I have constantly said we need a revolution in the streets. Millions of people coming together because America should be for everyone, not just a handful of millionaires and billionaires. I know you millennials. You're fired up. You're angry. And I'm angry too. Because the top 10% of the top 1% control 90% of the wealth in this country. And I've always said that. Ever since I was a young boy growing up in Brooklyn.
A young boy, huh?
Young boy, that's cute.
I didn't know that. Well, anyway, she's a
little tranny there. Huh?
Yeah, I pulled out the end of it that said "paid for by Hillary Clinton."
Yeah, and here's the other thing. I don't get the. I mean, I really feel bad for transgenders. I mean, it's it's psychological, it's hormonal, and what happens if you make the change and you go from a man to a woman and you have the operation, and then you have second thoughts?
Well, I
mean, what kind of operation do they have to perform?
You want me to tell you? Or
you say it.
I think it was that addictomy.
Oh, now stop! No, that's wrong. So, all right. See, that's a joke. Now it's terrible, and I realize that. And I apologize. I apologize if it made anybody feel bad. Yeah. But come on. I mean, that's what happened to me after I had my prostate taken out. I actually said that to the guy who operated on me. I told him, can you give me another operation? He said, what do you want? I says, can you add a dick to me?
Well, I was over
stop. What are you looking at?
I was over in the little town of Salem at the new Dollar Tree the other day, and it says all-gender restrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
In Salem?
In Salem.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
All gender
any gender restroom or something like that. I'm thinking, come on.
So you don't have a man's room or a woman's room?
No, there's not.
All gender restroom.
Yes.
Are you in favor of all gender restrooms? Call the show 573-364-4433. And by the way, how many genders are there, anyways? How many genders can you have?
2.
I mean, no. Well, yeah, but still. Well, now there's, according to certain places, there's 3.
I've got relatives that are gay, that are married.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. My niece is married to a woman.
Okay.
Love her to death. But, I mean, I still have the way I feel.
I have relatives that are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I've even tried any of this on them. That would work, We all got to stop getting sensitive. You want to tell jokes about me, that's fine. Don't get mad. Just tell a joke.
And in Seinfeld, one of the funniest comedians ever.
He can't do his work anymore.
He can't do anything. Yeah.
And that's a loss.
It is a loss.
Especially to Seinfeld crazy nuts who watch it every chance they get.
Oh, my God.
And I don't know anybody like that. Do you, Stan? Oh, yes. Well, maybe I know one person like that, Lisa Strausser. Soon to be Lisa Weinbaum. I guess she's getting enough, Jewish humor in her so she can...
I'm educating myself.
Yeah, so you can live with me and keep up with me, right?
Just remember the main phrase, oy vey.
Oy vey, oy vey. All right.
Putz is very important.
We're going to be right back. We got Laura Loomer coming up. We got Dr. Amy, and we've got Deanna all the way from D.C. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. McDonald's gift card being given out today about 10 till 12. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a triple breakfast stack? Since today is the big day, my time to shine. I'm taking names and showing them who's boss.
Well, good luck on your game today.
Game? No, I'm a substitute teacher for third graders.
Oh, that is big.
For every kind of big day, there's McDonald's new triple breakfast stacks, stacked with 2 sausage patties and 2 slices of cheese with bacon and egg, on your choice of McMuffin, biscuit, or McGriddles.
Woo, go big. And pull around, please.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Warning, this is Microsoft. Your computer has been hacked, and you need to call the number displayed immediately.
Warning, do not call that number. This is a scam. Call A1 Tech of Rolla, LLC at 573-458-9175. If you have given these people access to your computer, or worse, your money, your computer is now compromised. A1 Tech is available both mobile and on-site to take care of all your tech needs, and was recently voted the best computer repair service in Phelps County. Call 573-458-9175.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
From Belgium, nylon helmet covers. From New Zealand, socks. Socks ranging in size 6 over here all the way through 12. Now 6 is small. 12, that's kind of big. Me, I'm a 10.5 right in there. Could wear a 10 down here. Wouldn't be prudent. From the Congo, we got Ray-Ban sunglasses, 2 pair. From Yugoslavia, men's swimming trunks. From Mexico down there, salsa. Chunky style. Makes you hungry. The list goes on and on. So you see, the world's behind us, not like Vietnam, and this time our strike will be swift and deadly.
Well, that's our tribute to George H.W. Bush, who I both liked and thought there were some things wrong. I think Reagan also had.
Oh, yeah.
They're not perfect.
No.
Okay, I think if Reagan were able to say it, he'd probably regret not reacting to 241 Marines killed in the barracks in Lebanon in 1982.
Yep.
I don't think he would register a positive tone over that. I mean, he should have done something more. Come on. Now we've got this terrorist thing, and there's a lot of presidents that have contributed to that.
Right.
Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Diane from Salem.
Hi, Diane. What's going on?
Well, you was asking about the gender thing at the store here in Salem.
Yeah.
And you wanted an opinion. My opinion is no. I do understand there are businesses that only have room for like one restroom, but it's clearly marked on the outside. It was a picture of a man and a woman, but not that they could both use it at the same time, Just letting you know that it's only being used, they only have one restroom. That's fine.
Well, that seems, it seems to have been the major focus of the Obama administration was these bathrooms. And, I mean, come on. I don't know. I mean, how many other let's ask ourselves a question. Can there be more genders?
Right. That's exactly
where do we go from here? One guy wants to be, he's 69 years old, and he is actually sued to be known as 49 years old. Why? Because he felt 49. Okay.
And then, also the other thing you were talking about, you can't say anything anymore.
Yeah.
I was watching TV the other day, and now they're coming down on the old-time shows that Charlie Brown had a black child sitting on the opposite table. The opposite side of the table with no white people by him, making a deal out of that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And then they're saying that old-time movie, Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah, right. Do we have that as an extra? Or is that...
yeah, we do. We have it.
We're going to play that right now. Go ahead and hit that.
Well, it's 8.
That's break 8. Okay. Yeah. We're going to play that in a couple of breaks. We're going to play that song. And, the only thing I found that was interesting in that song is what they say about the drink. And I'm not going to tell you anymore because I want you to listen to the song.
Okay.
But they want to get rid of that song. They banned that in Cleveland, in a Cleveland radio station. So, all right. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend, Diane. That was a great addition. Great call.
Absolutely.
You want to be you're eligible for the McDonald's gift card, by the way.
And that restrooms down there are not for multiple people at one time. They are for one person at a time. But still, like
the
she
sign
said,
doesn't say that.
Well, it's just one toilet.
What if you have to take a little kid in there?
It says there are 112 genders now.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
No.
My God.
Honey, what am I? No, don't answer. You cannot answer that question on radio. No, I forbid you. Shut our mic off. I know what you're trying to do. This is wrong. Okay, so we're back on the show, and don't you have to make an announcement?
KKID Salem Rolla.
There you go. Who's the director?
Who's
the director here anyway?
Who's the director?
Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jim from St. James.
Hi, Jim. What's up?
There's something that's rather disturbing. People, and they admit they are hammer and sickle communists. I'm referring to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez that was just elected to Congress in New York.
Right.
That is rather disturbing. Are people brain dead electing communists to Congress?
Well, she was elected by her constituents, and she outworked everyone else for systems that will destroy her constituents. So you go figure.
Good point.
Go figure. But she outworked all the other people, and she got elected. That's the problem with America, is that if you outwork some people, you can get elected with really horrible ideas. That's all I can think to say. Thanks for the call. You're in the contest, Jim, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I wish people just wake up, that's all.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm here, buddy. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. All right, back on the show. Yeah, it was.
I don't think we've had him before.
I didn't recognize his voice.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I did not.
I didn't either, no. That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, Cleveland has that
when
going on.
it comes to making travel plans, trips and more.
Oh, go ahead.
What was that?
There was someone talking about making travel plans,
I know.
I guess. I don't know.
I know. What are you trying to hit?
I just hit the wrong thing.
Oh, my God. By the way, this show last month was heard in 230 cities. Okay? 230 cities, the top 10 of which, besides very local towns here, would be New York City, Columbia, Tamiami. Do you know about Tamiami, not the Miami?
No, I don't.
I don't know what the hell that is. Washington. Now, I don't know if that's Washington, D.C. I guess it is. There was 2 Washingtons in it later on, but Chicago, my hometown, Ashburn, where the hell's that?
I don't know.
L.A., Boca Raton, where the Hakeems are, and then the regular Miami, and then the countries. Here's the 10 highest countries other than the U.S. Canada, Germany, India, the United Kingdom, France, Ghana, the Philippines, and Australia, and Colombia, and Israel. And the 2 ones that kind of stuck out towards 11 and 12 were Morocco and Nigeria. Wow. Anyways, like I said, there's people listening to this all over the world. It's incredible. 98 countries last year. And when I told the rabbi that, he said, well, there's 206 countries in the world. What, you couldn't get half? I'm serious.
I remember.
There's no. Let me see. That's Jewish humor.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fine. He cut me down. What? You couldn't get it? Okay. Fine. I thought it was funny. Why can't people take a mild insult and not go crazy about it? All right. What's all this stuff about? Oh, I'm indignant. You owe me an apology.
Yeah.
You are banned for life. Meanwhile, the Kavanaugh case. You got 2 women now that have admitted. Another one came out and said she lied.
Yeah.
Just to get in the news and stuff. What happened to women don't lie? And that Harona gal, Maxie Harona gal, is saying how smart the Democrats are, who told us when Kavanaugh was being accused that, why don't you men just shut up and listen?
Right.
We don't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a break. Yeah, women don't lie, right, Lisa?
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't lie.
And I am a woman. That is my gender.
You lie like a rug. That was a good time to get a call, too, wasn't it? We could have started something there. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bill in Salem.
Bill in Salem. I love that. What's up, Bill in Salem?
Well, I want to wish you a happy Hanukkah. I hope everything's going well with that.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm lighting the candles and saying my little prayers and stuff. Lisa's pushing me there. Sometimes I forget. Isn't it nice to have a Christian to push you to do Jewish things? Anyways.
Well, when I was younger, I had a lot of friends that were Jewish. I really enjoyed a lot of their traditions.
Yeah, and it's did you notice that they have different senses of humor, a lot of them?
Yes, it was all pretty, most of them, the males, most of them were dry.
Yeah.
Very dry humor.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed.
You see, Seinfeld and guys and Bill Kristol, their families came from the same place in Russia that mine did, around the Odessa, Russia area.
Yeah.
A lot of Jewish comedians came out of there, their families at least. Joan Rivers is an example. And so we have this sort of like this cutting humor. Now, I always got along with blacks amazingly in my school because it's a similar kind of a cutting humor. In fact, we used to sing insult songs on the buses to go to football games and stuff like that. And we used to have to think of insults to sing to each other all day, and it was pretty fun.
That's cool.
You know?
Right. I mean,
and then the knives came out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about that.
Yeah, the Jewish guys all had knives.
Yeah, but the problem is they had guns.
Well, so don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
No.
What else, Bill?
One day.
I mean, people just don't have, I don't know, they can't take anything. Everything's an insult, and there's no sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree. Here's an example. Okay, one day I come into my locker, and there might have been another Jew on the team, all right, on my football team. And there was a Jewish star taped to my locker in adhesive tape. And the one time the coach actually came over and said something to me, other than kick me in my butt, was then. And he says, you see that? I says, yeah. He says, you got a problem with that? I says, no, it's very accurate. I am who I am. Mm-hmm. Okay? I says, I don't care. I'm kind of proud of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
that was it. But it wasn't meant. I know it wasn't meant to be nice.
Right.
But so what? I don't care. It's what I am. You're a Jew. I don't care. I am, of course. I'm very proud of
it. You should be.
Thanks.
Yeah, I just watched that one. There was one of the comedians that laughed after the show. Did you see that one? And he made a real. It wasn't even a funny joke.
Was that
the name of the comedy store where he's at? It was shockingly and funny.
Was that Michael Richards?
It could have been.
Yeah, he was on the Seinfeld show, and he said a bunch of racist stuff. Yeah. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
It wasn't him. It was a younger guy.
Yeah, well, it could have been. I don't know. It happens, I mean, it shouldn't happen, but it does. I've done stand-up comedy, and sometimes that was good, and sometimes not so much. But it was fun to do and learn, and I think that's helped me get on the radio here. Anyways, thank you so much, Bill, from Salem.
You're in the contest.
You're in the contest.
Right,
you too. All right, let's do the. Let's do what's that? Demand on
Deanna
or Amy?
Or Amy, yeah. We need to do one of those.
All right, why?
Because it's time.
Well, I got all right, just a minute. All right. All right, heads or tails?
Heads.
Elbows.
Heads is...
It's heads. Who do you want, Amy or Deanna? Come on,
Deanna.
Hey, thank you.
Deanna.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not a study to be for your PhD here. We're not writing your PhD paper. We just want to know one word. Deanna.
I want to hear the latest updates in her life.
Oh,
okay,
yes,
all right.
Me too.
A little sneaky there. All right, go ahead, hit it.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Ladies and gentlemen, this woman is passionate about relationships and how PC liberalism is destroying them. Radio, TV, and blog star, and the love goddess to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Deanna Lorraine. Hi, Deanna. How are you?
Hi, I'm fantastic.
Great.
Calling you from the swamp.
From the swamp. Yes, you must be very, very uncomfortable there, I would think.
I don't mind it. I'm navigating the swamp quite well, actually.
You know, I'm sure you are. You know, they need people like you there.
Right?
It's almost
they
like
need to be a bright light.
You know, you can almost feel comfortable there because there aren't many people like you there.
Yes,
and they
exactly.
absolutely need you. Hey, by the way, speaking of that, how's your attempt to patch up the fight between Tommy Lahren and Candace Owen?
You know, they have not reached out to me yet, and I think that they should because.
Well, what is the fight about? First of all, what are they fighting about?
So if you guys haven't noticed, Candace Owen has been lashing out at Tommy Lahren quite a bit lately. And for no reason. I feel like it's not instigated. She's just lashing out on Twitter publicly, making, accusations and kind of assassinating Tommy Lahren's character, saying that she's a liar or that she's not a true conservative, that she doesn't support the black movement of exiting the Democrat Party. And I think it's very low. It's not classy. And it gives a bad name to conservatives and to women, powerful women. We shouldn't be fallen to our emotions like this. I think it's very bad, and it's not a good look. So I said, hey, I publicly said on Twitter, can you guys cut it out? I think this is a bad look on both of you. It doesn't look good for conservatives, and it's embarrassing, really. So please handle it privately. I think you guys have each other's phone numbers. But they have not reached out for my mediation services quite yet.
That's a very public fight. It's very interesting. You're right. It is. And you ought to. It would be great for you to be the perfect person to go between these two gals. And,
I think so
fix
too.
It. Yeah.
And women are so concerned about being in power and being in executive positions, being leaders, which is great. But when they do things like this publicly and have public meltdowns or viciously attack people, you don't see often males do that publicly. But when women do this, I think it solidifies that stereotype that women are emotional or they're too emotional to be leaders. So there's a lot of negative consequences to things like this when people do this publicly.
Hey, tell us about #divorce feminism.
That is something that I talk about a lot, and I think it needs to happen. I am trying to start the movement, #divorce feminism. Women have every right and an advantage that men have now, in fact, even probably more so. And, there's no need to keep fighting. What are women fighting for? Rights we already have. So it's time to just end feminism because the negative repercussions of feminism are starting to outweigh any positives now. Now it's become just a sort of an attack on men and a war on men. And that has consequences for the family unit, has consequences for relationships between men and women. And, for men that are starting to feel disempowered and not needed because women are the future, right?
Sure.
And we can talk, real quick about, managers at this point. At least 50% of men now feel uncomfortable hiring a woman. And at least half of all male managers also feel uncomfortable now being alone with a woman or a woman subordinate or having a work dinner with her or doing a work travel trip with her. And, it's because of Me Too. They're afraid of false accusations. They're afraid not that something's going to happen on their end, but women now have become very sensitive, and it's totally subjective now what sexual harassment is. Women keep on moving the needle. Right. So men don't know. They're expected to be mind readers. So I don't blame men now for not wanting to hire women or not wanting to mentor women. These are really real and measurable consequences that Me Too is having. So I think it's just time to #divorce feminism and get more women behind it.
Well, good luck with that. And court. now, this is another issue that relates to the sexual gender problem. A court has barred a father from teaching his 6-year-old son that he's a boy.
Yes.
And not a girl.
That's
or
disgusting.
Not something else. What's going on with that?
Right. And this is that transgender agenda that they want to constantly, and this is, really another attack on heterosexual relationships and the family. And, we can't even raise our sons to be sons anymore, and we have to have a child tell us what to do. There's a lot of mothers out there that are kind of almost pushing their child to be transgender or gender fluid. And even if your boy, plays with Barbies or something, all of a sudden they think, oh, he's really a girl. Let's get him on hormone treatment. And I feel like that's child abuse.
Hey, tell us about your Washington conference that you're in, and you're getting ready. You're getting ready to speak at this conference, right?
Yes, I'll be speaking tomorrow morning. There's a lot of great people here. Our friend Laura Loomer is here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you make sure you tell her Dave Weinbaum says hi.
Absolutely.
All right.
She's here. Mike Cernovich. I mean, anyone who's
Great.
in the conservative movement, except for Dave Weinbaum, is here.
Oh.
And I'm speaking tomorrow morning. It's called the American Priority Conference in Washington. It's kind of like a mini CPAC, and it's really awesome.
Hey, by the way, are you going to be doing your speech in that American flag you wrapped yourself in? That was that was really a great picture of you.
It's really cute, right?
Yes, I like that.
I'm not going to be doing it in the flag, but I am going to be doing it in a red velvet onesie. And it's going to be really cute, more like a jumpsuit than a onesie, but it's going to be really cute and Christmassy.
Cool.
So I'll definitely post pictures, and then you can retweet it so your viewers can see if they want.
Besides D.C. tomorrow, where can people find you?
Where can people find me? They can follow me. All the action is on my YouTube and Twitter. Deanna Lorraine 7 on YouTube and Twitter. And if they do want to have coaching services, then that's at my website at DeannaLorraine.com. And my book, Making Love Great Again, is available on Amazon. Get a copy for your friend, all of your feminist friends for Christmas. They would love it.
It's a great book. Hey, by the way, is this true? Is this true or false? It's not important to know that women are wired differently, but it is imperative to know which buttons to push. True or false?
False. I think it is
you have to
know which.
Okay.
You got to know, our differences. Exactly.
Do even women understand that?
No.
Totally. There you go.
No.
All right,
we
listen,
need more women to understand that, though.
You do a great job like you always do out there in D.C. and convince some more people to have relationships and also walk away from the Democratic Party, for goodness sakes.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Deanna Lorraine, everybody, have a great weekend. Hi to Laura Loomer for me, please.
I will,
absolutely.
Thank you. We'll post
All right.
a pic.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So the one person they got missing from the D.C. political conference is Dave Weinbaum.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right.
Well, they kind of all know you or know about you by now.
Well, you know what? I'm
Even
on
Trump.
Listen, I don't know if he knows about me or not.
I know. I've retweeted things of yours that he's retweeted or something.
Really?
One of the, I don't know if it was the Donald Trump or which one, but I don't remember. But I'll bet he
sounds
does.
like a pretty good lead into something. I don't know what, but you're giving me a perfect lead in, and we got all these extras, but never mind. All right, because obviously you weren't. I just want to know, Stan, would I look good in a red velvet onesie? What do you think, honey?
I can't wait for you to try that on.
And what gender would I have to ingress or digress to be that?
You can go ahead and wear that for your Santa Claus debut.
Do I lose a gender? Do you think?
I don't think I'd wear it for the Santa Claus. No? They won't ask you again.
I don't even know what a onesie is.
It's just a one piece.
It's what you put on babies.
Oh,
a onesie. All right.
Yeah, it's like a jumpsuit.
Really?
Oh, okay.
It's a one-piece outfit.
Okay, but does it like go down to your ankles, or does it come up to your knees?
Can, yeah.
It can.
Or
it can
it's
be
like
shorts
a bathing suit or something, or what?
Usually kind of form-fitting, you know.
All right.
Like think of Long John's, the one-piece union suit.
One piece, okay.
Remember the old union suits, red?
I suspect she's not going to be wearing something like that, but okay.
Well, let's find out.
I just don't know.
Let me look her up.
All right, well, look her up.
Okay.
Yes, look, she's probably done with her speech. You could go probably text her or something. Anyways, we're back on the show, and I think we're right now getting ready to take a break. We've got we have some people on the list already for the $35 gift card, so call the show. It's still got plenty of time. We've got about a half an hour until we pick somebody. Call 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Warning, this is Microsoft. Your computer has been hacked, and you need to call the number displayed immediately.
Warning, do not call that number. This is a scam. Call A1 Tech of Rolla, LLC at 573-458-9175. If you have given these people access to your computer, or worse, your money, your computer is now compromised. A1 Tech is available both mobile and on-site to take care of all your tech needs, and was recently voted the best computer repair service in Phelps County. Call 573-458-9175.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and if they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
So did you catch that? What she says is you start out with something that's a lie, and you throw it out there, and then the press picks up on it, and they write stories about it, and you say, see, it's written in the press, so it must be true. This is exactly what they did with Trump. They demonized him. It was all fake about the Russia collusion. This is what they did with Kavanaugh. It was all fake about these women coming and saying that he did these things.
It's evil. And it's what's wrong with American politics today, because that means if they fight that way, then you almost have to adapt the same tactics as they are. It's like they've taken a knife to you, now you got to have a bigger knife or a gun, and it's just wrong to do this.
Well, maybe the GOP ought to buy ads on station and just play this like 2 or 3 times in a loop.
Exactly. It's what I'm doing every week. I'm playing this because people. Yeah. I mean, that's Nancy Pelosi saying this.
Right.
I mean, I can't believe she said that. Right. We all know it's true, but to explicitly say that we make up a lie to destroy somebody, and then we even get it to a newspaper or TV media, get it out there in major media, and then use that.
Yeah.
To further vilify somebody to prove that it's true, that's destroying lives. It's a libel.
Yes.
You know.
Now, what was the context on this? I'm sorry, my memory's not great. Where was this at? Was it at a Democratic convention?
I don't know. I don't know. What was all the crap you were doing with Trump? I was so sure there was something going on with that I don't know. Why don't you do the Sicilian moment first?
Oh, okay.
All right, but what the hell's going on with that?
I don't know.
Get the Sicilian in here.
Wait,
kick your butt.
I just got an email. Email from the White House.
Who?
I did.
Really?
Never mind. We're on the air here.
All right. I tried to close the bar, but I couldn't even bend it. Forget about it.
Yeah, I was pretty drunk that night, you know. You got to watch yourself. You know, it's hard to break the bar, you know. Those things are made out of steel. I think it's American steel, not China. You know. Well, just forget about it. You know.
Does this email say White House?
What? You got an email from the White House?
Yeah.
What the? What?
Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired, so I'll just say you're hired.
What?
Well,
again?
He was warning us, I guess.
Again? My birthday was like almost a month ago.
A month ago tomorrow, yeah.
What the hell's he doing?
I don't know.
What's wrong with the president? Not even Tucker Carlson doesn't like him for some reason.
Maybe you're going to be the new AG.
Huh?
Hey.
Maybe you're going to be the new AG.
No, he's already assigned one.
Oh yeah, did you tell everybody that?
Bill Barr?
Yeah, no, I didn't. But I got so many things to say, and that's one of the things is I think you might have mentioned that his name is
William
Barr.
Bill Barr.
Yeah, William Barr.
Yeah, we got Barrs.
See, had you called him back sooner, you may have been offered that position.
Well, you know,
but you've been waiting around so long.
I emailed him this morning. I mean, I Twittered this morning.
I don't know which
3
one's
minutes
worse, him or
after
you.
he released one of his tweets, I'm there with a thorough answer about what he should do about the Mueller investigation. I've got coming up a solution to Laura Loomer's problem. Even she admits I'm right.
Right.
I mean, he should be utilizing me for stuff. I'm good at this.
I'm telling you. Between the two of you, I don't know which one argues more. But
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus luxury models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC.
Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles.
And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of you.
I left plenty of room.
You drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds.
She'll talk to you literally the entire time you're driving.
I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi. You know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
Sounds like you two guys arguing.
I know. I should rename her Alexa.
Can you remember that better?
It's going to be Alexa Weinbaum. Yeah, do I ever forget your name?
Not often.
Well, sometimes I forget my name. You know, I'm getting old. Come on, give me a break.
Times you
quit making fun of the old people.
Name, you know?
Quit making fun of the old people. Okay, right now I'll get 2 things out, and then we're going to hear Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem, and then we're going to hear from Laura Loomer, and I got my solution ready for what she should do, or what some of us should do. And I thought I made the president aware of this because I do send him my stuff.
Wouldn't that be sweet if he tweeted something? I learned something from the Dave Weinbaum Show.
If you keep he knows all about Laura Loomer.
Oh well, he knows about you.
Okay, I'm sure he does.
Absolutely,
I'm sure he does. And maybe he's saving the best for last. General Kelly is out now. And he needs somebody to coordinate his White House, and somebody to deal with Ivanka and, Jared and people like that, because, they're not going to listen to you.
Is he the one that got in trouble?
You're not scheduled to see the president right now. And Ivanka will say, what are you talking about? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, sure. Do I have to get Don Jr. here to beat the hell out of you? Get out of my way. Okay, Heather Newhart, a Fox News woman, originally, now the spokesperson for the State Department, is the new appointee to replace Nikki Haley as U.S. ambassador to the UN.
That's
pretty cool.
There's another job down for you.
I know.
Yeah.
CNN's Don...
Big shoes to fill there.
Oh, absolutely. CNN's Don Lemon called out by he's a anchor guy. He's a news guy.
Right.
And he's called out by his fellow anchor man
Chris Cuomo, because Donald Lemon says he would never, ever shake Donald Trump's hand. Yeah, that's CNN for you. And Chris Cuomo called him a name, called him some kind of a bad name for that. So they were like fighting. They were man-spreading right there, I guess they call it, on CNN. And you don't see a lot of man-spreading on CNN, that's for sure. Anyways, we're back on the show. What are you looking at me like that? Yeah, that's where you sit down and you take up all the space.
Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's what they were doing. They were doing the man-spreading thing. They were getting big in each other's face. It's like an elephant. He goes out there, and before he attacks, he gets real big. He spreads out his ears, and he jumps up and shows everything he's got. You guys just aren't attuned. Watch.
How do you know this?
Because I watch things like the Discovery Channel and National Geographic. I'm educating myself.
Is that like saying it's on?
All right.
So you're going to huffy and puffy. Are you going to attack?
Give me a break. All right. Let's do one more commercial, and then we'll do Dr. Amy, and then we'll do Elad. And do we ever do the Sasayan bit there?
We did it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So call the show 573-364-4433. And not only do you get it off your chest, but you have an ability to get into the contest to win a fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card. You could even give it away as a Christmas gift. How's that?
Absolutely.
All right. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas, too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Ram Power Days are here at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Rolla. Hi, I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager, and once you feel the power of a new Ram, you won't want anything else. Stop in now and you can get in a 19 Bighorn Edition and you can save up to $10,000 in cash rewards. You won't have to play 20 questions to look at our vehicles, and you won't have to worry about hidden fees. We're your hometown dealer, and we'll do our absolute best to treat you right. So before you pick out your next truck, stop in at Taylor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on South Bishop or online at TaylorChryslerRolla.com.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Follow me at daveweinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me. And I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
This is 2001, and they've already got this problem now.
Right.
They have HALs now out in space. And one of them just made a complaint about how poorly he was being treated. This is a computer making a complaint to whoever do they have boss computers, or do they speak to the humans, or whatever? Today, this is happening. You know, that movie, by the way, we use a lot of stuff from that movie. Think about it. We have that opening song, the second opening song. That is in the show. It was 2001, A Space Odyssey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we're back in the show, and we've got, Dr. Amy coming up. You want to call the show, call it afterwards. We're almost done with the contest. We got about 15 minutes, though. 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, because all of your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion, until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around is crumbling down, darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. Reach out. Reach out for me. Ha! I'll be there with the love that will shine for you. I'll be there with the love that will see you through. When you feel lost and about to give up, 'cause your best just ain't good enough. Just ain't good. And you feel the world has grown cold, and you're drifting out all on your own, and you need a hand to hold, darling. Reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. Reach out for me.
Writer, singer, motivational speaker, pacer, and the official shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show. We're so thankful to have you as our shrink, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. Hi, Dr. Amy. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Hey, what is happiness? Is it the same or different for everyone?
Happiness is different for everyone, but the way that we get to that happy place is different for everyone. But happiness in general is just feeling content and satisfied. Something that brings a smile to your face, makes you feel grateful and positive.
So it's not a universal, there's no universal measure on how to get there, is there?
Well, we can tell if we are happy. There are definite scales. For instance, you may have seen this smile face type scale. So if you're very sad, then there's a frown. And if you're sort of, it might be more of a line instead of a smile upward, which would obviously be that happy face. So I think that we all can feel happy or know when we are happy, but what it takes to get someone to feel that level of happiness is going to differ based on what it is that drives us and what brings us joy.
How can you teach people how to be happy? Or can you?
Well, we can. It's really an awareness, a level of self-awareness. So I know what I need to feel good. I know what I need to be happy, so then therefore I will seek it out, or at least welcome it in when it's in front of me. Some people are motivated by monetary gain. Some people are motivated when they see a happy person or they're with someone they care about. Some people enjoy a beautiful sunrise. So recognizing what it is that brings us happiness or joy will help us to attain it.
What is your take on holiday giving? What about the rest of the year? Don't many people feel like we're forced into this?
Okay, so in my family, we actually do not give gifts on Hanukkah.
Really?
And yeah, because I find that that whole marketing aspect, the whole commercialization of the holiday, whether it be Hanukkah or Christmas, it seems that there's so much more about, gift giving and, decorating, as opposed to getting to the real meaning of the holiday and the symbolism and the beauty of family togetherness. And so, while we actually give our kids one gift due to the fact that all of their friends have them, we take them to the mall and they can pick out one item. But it's not about that for us. And we emphasize that. And we really spend time together. We talk about happy moments. We sing songs. We joke around. That's really what it's about for us and for our family.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good thing, except for all the Jewish businessmen you're putting out of business.
Uh-oh. Well, really, I mean, and legitimately, people do, commercialize the holiday. The same thing for many other holidays. I mean, I'm thinking of, say, Valentine's Day. That's a very busy, right? But the fact is that there are those who might argue, well, every day is a day to show the person you love that you love them. Why do you need some particular day or a holiday? And so I think that that in this instance, though, when we're able to sit back and say, well, what is it that we're going to remember? Obviously, it's being thought of, but even for birthdays in my family, I mean, we do get gifts, obviously, for one another, but the things that we cherish, that I personally cherish most are, in the morning, waking up and opening cards and, and just having that togetherness. So I think that that's what we emphasize, and by focusing there, it doesn't mean that we don't enjoy the material things or that we don't enjoy some of the other aspects, but I think that the happiness really for us comes from that time together and the bond that we create and those memories.
Last week I was kind of struck by the fact that you mentioned that you were addicted to Diet Coke. What?
Addicted is a strong word, but I will let you know that I am 2+ weeks without it, so very proud of that.
Well, what kind of diet do you recommend to avoid depression and other mental illnesses?
Well, that's a tough call. I think it really depends on individual circumstances. But obviously, healthy eating and a healthy lifestyle can help one to feel good. But I mean, I think that going to a proper nutritionist would probably be a better bet to make sure that whoever is suffering from this is meeting the needs. And obviously, a healthy diet and exercise and a proper sleep regimen, which I struggle with also. All of those things really do help to make us more complete. So,
except not working out, but not martial arts in your case. Is that correct?
Oh, definitely no martial arts.
Okay.
Today I actually watched a TV show while walking in place. That was my exercise, and it felt great.
You walked in place? Okay.
I mean, I paced.
Okay, well, you are a pacer. I know you are.
I am a pacer.
Are you pacing right now? Are you pacing right now?
I am, and it feels good.
I'm stuck to a microphone. I can't do that, although I'm going to work out afterwards. Hey, Dr. Amy, where can people find you and even hire you?
Oh, thank you. Well, you can find me at Cooper Strategic Group or amycooperhakeem.com. My Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram handles are Amy Cooper Hakeem. And my book is Working with Difficult People, handling the 10 types of problem people without losing your mind, and that's anywhere books are sold, also on audio and ebook as well. And definitely, thank you so much.
Dr. Amy,
if I can be of help.
Dr. Amy, I don't know if you know this or not, but did you know that fish in school always take debate? Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. Thank you so much, Dr. Amy. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
She's always a hoot. She is just. I think her as her voice rises, she makes herself laugh, and when she tells stories about herself, here's a professional woman, a PhD, very smart woman. What the hell is she doing drinking Diet Coke? I mean, I sell Diet Coke, I think.
Yeah, you do.
And but I don't necessarily advise it. But why is she drinking Diet Coke? It's not supposed to be all that great for you.
Right.
I mean, you would think she'd be on a new age thing since she's a psychiatrist. A psychologist, I'm sorry, not a psychiatrist. She's not an actual shrink. I guess psychologists can give you therapy. Mm-hmm. They can't give you drugs.
Correct.
And psychiatrists can do both.
Correct.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a caller, and then we've got to get to our 8th break. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Jim from Rolla. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Jim. Good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. But I'll get better. Anyway.
What's going on, man? What can we do for you?
Hey, I'm broke. Can you send me some money?
I'm sorry. The phone is. We lost Jim.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Oh, the Dave Weinbaum Show is ending 15 minutes early today. I'm sorry to say that we are out of funds. We're not ATMs anymore. Anyways, so was this your idea of a joke today?
No, he asked. He asked what he could do for me. I mean, what the
that's
heck?
true.
Well, yeah. But, normally people would not say, give me some money for that.
But Dave, I'm not normal.
That's true. This is true.
I'm getting to know that about you. I thought you were the most normal guy, and then I heard your sense of humor. Then I figured out you're sort of like me. So
we never snow.
There you go.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you? Did you get to watch any of the? I know you're so busy. You probably didn't get to watch much of the funeral, but I watched
some of it. I watched especially when all the presidents were seated there. I thought that was historic kind of stuff. And I watched some of the eulogies given. George W. did a great job, and several other people did a great job. I mean, it was just over yesterday. I mean, it's a long experience, but you wanted to watch the body language, where they were sitting, and hear what the commentators, how they were going to bash Bush for this somehow. But the Bushes generally, they were pretty good, and they did a good job, and they got people to be nice to each other, and they weren't nasty to Trump. All right, my friend, I gotta go. Okay.
All right, Dave. Have a good one.
Thank you. You have a great weekend. All right, here's
entered in the contest. So
no, he's not, because he won.
Oh, that's right.
A week
that's
ago
right.
or so.
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah,
thank
we
you,
can't
Jim.
do that. Thanks, Jim. He's probably saying to himself, I called for nothing. What's wrong with these people? All right, we got to take break 8. Call 573-364-4433. It's probably going to be too late for the contest, because we got to mix them up, and I got to announce it. Right. Get it off your chest.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
The Flooring Factory Outlet in St. James has the best prices and the biggest selection in the area, and they can save you the most money. From incredible ceramic tile to hardwood, carpet, and laminate, the Flooring Factory Outlet can do the deal. So if you need flooring, they have it. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Easy to find at 1111 West James Boulevard in St. James, or call 265-1111. The Flooring Factory Outlet, the #1 flooring store in the area.
If it's dependability for the road ahead you need, then head to Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla for a new 2018 Chevy Silverado. Strong, capable, and built to stand the test of time. Right now, receive $11,000 in total value on a new 2018 Silverado LT All-Star. That's over 20% below MSRP. Stop in today at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, 100 Fairgrounds Road for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Hoping that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands. They're just like ice.
My mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
My
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
So
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I pour.
The neighbors might
But
think.
baby, it's bad out there.
Say, what's in this
No
drink?
cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how
Your eyes are like stars
to
right now.
break this spell.
I'll take your hat.
Your hair looks swell.
I ought to say no,
Mind
sir.
if I move in closer?
At least I'm going to say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't
Oh,
stay.
baby, don't hold out, baby.
Oh, but
it's cold outside.
That song is the devil.
Oh, boy.
It's like, Adam Sandler and his mother in Waterboy.
Right.
That song is the devil. It is banned in Cleveland. Do you believe that?
Oh, my.
Now, I get it where she says, what's in this drink? I mean, who does that remind you of? Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
All right. But the rest of it, I don't know. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Lee from Richland. Yeah, Bill Cosby was good with them Alka-Seltzer commercials, too. That's probably where he got to start at. But,
and Jello, too. Okay, I don't have a lot of time, my friend.
Okay, well, I just, that cold outside song, the global warming people ain't going to like that. But let me ask you, do you have the McRib sandwiches at McDonald's right now?
I don't know. I think we're out. I don't know.
All right.
We got you. We got you in the contest.
I might have it.
Sorry to ask you.
But, well, thanks for asking. Sorry, I didn't know. I
just dropped your name in the contest.
Okay, you're in the contest, so.
Don't put it in there. Don't put it in there.
Stop it. Oh, stop
right,
it! You're
thanks.
too modest.
Bye.
Thank you, Lee. Have a good weekend. All right, we're gonna hear from.
Talk to that enchantress. She's the devil.
She's not the devil. She's the most beautiful woman in the world.
I never said she was the devil.
She's the most beautiful woman in the world. Oh, please don't hurt me.
You remember that, right?
The song is the devil. That song is the devil. There you go. There you go. All right, Laura Loomer, ladies and gentlemen, hit it.
And a lot of people yesterday who were defending me were seeing that their accounts were being censored and basically shut down, I guess. But he was reinstated, and then Twitter said it was a mistake. So I don't know. It's clear, though, that this is an act of political warfare. They're trying to censor and shut down conservatives, and they're coming for all of us.
Let's go into just a little bit about the influence of Saudi Arabian Prince Alawid, who owns a lot of Twitter stock. Does he own more than Jack Dorsey?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so isn't he involved in a lot of the decision making as to who goes and who stays?
Yeah.
So we have Saudi Arabia involved in Twitter, and they're dissing a Jewish American journalist like yourself and a lot of other conservatives. And our president, who loves you, we know that because he's noticed you 3 different times during one of his speeches. And he's in this situation right now where he's dealing with this murder of this other journalist, so-called journalist, Khashoggi, allegedly planned and executed by Saudi Prince Salman. He's got Congress out there trying to get him to cut ties with Saudi Arabia. I would think he's got a few chips in his bag that he can talk to Prince Salman about this Prince Alawid and get this dog off of the conservatives, don't you?
Yeah. If you look at a lot of these big tech companies, they have Muslim CEOs. They have a lot of Muslim shareholders. For instance, I'm also banned from Uber. The CEO of Uber is a Muslim. He's an Iranian Muslim. And, of course, what did I get banned from Uber for? Well, I got banned because I called out their practices of hiring Islamic immigrants who are ISIS terrorists. And they had an Uber driver who didn't even have a valid license, and he killed 8 people with his car on Halloween of last year in New York City. And he was an ISIS terrorist. And when I spoke out about this, I got banned from Uber. So if you don't think that Muslim influence and Islamic blasphemy laws and Sharia law, which of course makes it a punishable offense to criticize Islam, isn't being enforced on Westerners all around the world through social media companies, well, you're wrong. But in the meantime, I'm really just trying to build my email list and to get people to subscribe to my website, lauraloomer.us. Because that's my safest bet. And I think all content creators and all journalists and anybody who is in this industry, whether you're on the left or the right, you need to have your own website and your own email list because they can't take that from you, right? They can't take your list away from you. So you need to have a way to connect with your audience organically that isn't controlled by some liberal in Silicon Valley who can just wake up one morning and say, you know what, I don't like what Laura said. You know what, I don't like what this person said about there only being two genders. You know what, I don't like that they don't like Islam. I don't think it's okay for them to be opposing Sharia. Delete.
Where can people find you once again? Okay.
You can subscribe to my website, lauraloomer.us. Yes.
Say it one more time.
Also, you can support my my investigative journalism and my fight against big tech on my website. It's lauraloomer.us, and my PayPal is paypal.me/lauraloomer.
So inquiring minds want to know, how did you get out of that thing, the handcuff? Did they cut you out eventually, or what?
Yeah, they ended up cutting me out because they said that it was a public safety issue because it was too cold outside. So they kept on saying, oh, well, we're going to leave now, and, oh, you know, you can't be handcuffed to the door. But then because it was very cold, it was like 30 degrees outside.
I know, I was watching this.
And they said it was a public safety issue, and eventually they cut me off. So
did they arrest you?
I wasn't arrested. No, I wasn't arrested.
So I wonder if they said to her, baby, it's cold outside. It just came to mind. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Up to her and say, "Hey, baby, it's cold outside."
Is that why the song is banned? Because it has something to do with Laura Loomer?
Maybe. Well, in retrospect, maybe. You know, who knows? So they cut her out, and they didn't arrest her.
No.
Now, would I have done this? Would you have done this? Probably not. But boy, did it work.
Yeah.
She took a lifetime ban and turned into the most publicized Twitter person in the world.
Yeah.
And she was banned from Twitter. How do you do that?
I don't know.
Not bad. All right. Drum roll, please. And the winner of the fabulous McDonald's $35 gift card where you can buy all sorts of great things like fish fillet sandwiches and fresh beef quarter pounders and double quarter pounders with cheese. Maybe McRibs. I don't know. I'm not sure that we have many more. The winner is Bill.
And?
From Salem.
Oh. Okay.
And he needs to call me at 573-573. Gee, what's my
578-2700.
See that? Quit laughing at your elder.
Are you going to do the pointing thing at McDonald's?
Do it, but do it after 1 o'clock today, if you don't mind. Or you can text me your address to send the gift card to you.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm not personally going to deliver it, that's for sure. All right, we're back on the show. We got a couple minutes. I'd take your call, 573-364-4433. Want to do the extra?
Yeah, I think Laura Ingram's got something to say.
Let's do the Laura Ingram extra. Hit it.
The obvious implication being that Donald Trump and those Americans who voted for him are just a bunch of dumb rubes. Now, let's face it. When Trump won in 2016, look, you can see Obama there, still shell-shocked back in November 2016. Well, Trump embarrassed a lot of the so-called experts, the consultants, the pollsters, the strategists, all the big thinkers in the establishment class. So feeling suddenly diminished, they lashed out at Trump, belittling his intelligence.
The problem here is that the president doesn't read. We know that.
Isn't it remarkable how little confidence Donald Trump's own lawyers have in him? That they think he's too stupid to sit across the table with Robert Mueller?
Almost caveman-like.
Have you seen
It really is. He's like Fred Flintstone running the country.
It's a man without curiosity. It's a man who doesn't read. And it's a man with an attention span of a rabid tsetse fly.
All right, we're back on the show. Thank you, Stan, for banging on the board. Steve, I think he broke the board. Anyways, don't take it out of my check.
Tattletale.
All right.
Sometimes.
So I got so much news. It's terrible. How much time we got? A couple minutes?
Yeah. Less than that. A minute.
All
and
right.
a half.
So Tucker apparently has turned on Trump, and the reason is he just didn't get things done. He thinks he's not suited to do this because he wasn't a legislator. So, he's turning all of a sudden anti-Trump. Give me a break.
My gosh.
Would you rather have Obama, you dope? Give me a break.
I love Tucker.
I mean,
Carlson.
as opposed to who?
Right.
Tucker. And I know him. I've met him, and interesting. Anyways, we've got, let's see, the jobs report came in at 155,000. 200,000 was expected. Now, you think that's bad news, but it's really kind of good news because it's okay. It's not horrible. And the Feds won't raise the interest rates. Therefore, the market should go up. I have no idea what the market's doing today, but I will check it when I go home. 70% of immigrants in California are on the taxpayer dole, and Texas has about 60% plus, turning those states from red to blue. And so what is that?
Wrap it up.
All right, thank you. Have a great weekend. Yes, the director's red. Have a great week.